DDD is perhaps the most complex deck in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where most archetypes settle on a single mechanic, DDDs do everything, weaving through combo lines that include fusions, synchros, xyzs, links, even pendulums. And this complexity is often worth the effort, because if DDDs are allowed to play uncontested, they can make boards that are unbeatable. But of course, that's a very big if. In an age of hand trap wars and zero-turn playmakers, doing anything uncontested is practically unheard of. In the face of such stark power creep, can a deck like DDD still make it into Master? There's only one way to find out, so grab a snack and lean back, because this is the DDD experience.
Thomas Edison! Was it
And welcome back to Ladder Climb, Legos. As the intro said, we are playing DDDs this month, and we're starting in Platinum 5, which I know will have some people disappointed. Because if you're new here, if you don't remember, I have played DDDs on this show once before, back in the first year of Master Duel. And back then, while the ranks were different, we started in the equivalent of Platinum 5 and made it right up to Master 2, like right at the very tip of like where the end of the ladder would be. And my final thoughts with that were, we probably could have made it all the way if we had just started in Diamond instead of Platinum. And there were a lot of people who wanted me to do the run back specifically to correct that error, to start up in the highest ranks and really show off the full power of DDD. And while that is kind of nice, I also think it's good to compare new DDD to the old style of the deck by giving it the exact same situation. If the new support has really improved things in line with the current meta, then we should be able to make it at least that far or even farther in the same amount of time. So this will be a fun way to compare and contrast how the old version played versus the new version. Also, it's probably going to be better to start in Platinum because there's not a ton of variety you can do with DDDs. Kind of like Speedroids, this is a deck that is very xenophobic. It locks you into just DDDs at the drop of a hat. I mean, I could drop my hat right now, but I won't, because I'll spare you the baldness. But needless to say, you're playing this deck pure. You're not mixing it in with anything else unless you want it to be actively worse. That being said, I did find some tournament topping lists that kind of deviated from the standard deck in some really unique ways. So we will be experimenting with those later, but I feel like it's critically important, both for your understanding of the deck and me to get practice, to start with like the basic, fundamental, generally accepted version of the deck that everyone plays. So this is what we're gonna start out with, and oftentimes when I do big combo decks like this, I'll go into solo mode and show you the combo, but you're going to be seeing it a lot over the course of this month, so I think you'll have plenty of time to learn it. Instead, I'm just going to go real quick and cover the boss monsters that we have, the end board pieces, so that you understand what we're trying to get to if we go first and do our thing uninterrupted. So real quick, what we got here. Siegfried, target a face-up spell trap, negated until the next standby phase. Good for continuous or just spell traps in general. We've got Wave High King Caesar. You should be familiar with this from many other decks, including Fiendsmith, so I won't go over it. Sky King Zeus Ragnarok. This can negate a monster effect that activates in the hand, but you have to banish both a DD and a Dark Contract from the graveyard to do it. Which means sometimes you can only activate it like once, but that's enough. That's how you negate like Nibiru, or like, you know, you're going against Vanquished Soul or K9. This can negate those as well. Then you've got Divisor King Machinex. This can once per chain, when a monster your opponent controls activates its effect, you can either detach 2 materials or destroy 1 Dark Contract, and if you do, attach that opponent's card to this as material. So it's not a negate, but it's a non-targeting slurp that isn't once per turn. So if you have like 1 material under this and a Dark Contract, you can destroy the Dark Contract, attach your opponent's monster, and then you'll have 2 materials so you can activate it again. We've also got these 2 traps we can search. DDD Headhunt lets you take control of an opponent's monster until the end phase of the next turn. Its effects are negated, it can't attack, But if that monster is summoned from the extra deck, it's treated as a triple D monster, which is important because this Ixie can be summoned on top of any triple D monster you control. And then we've got the Floodgates, which I'm not too happy about playing, but we can't always search this, and we have to go first, so we'll see. If it feels too unfair, we can always tag it out. But this is while you control 2 DD cards in your pendulum zones, your opponent can't target monsters on the field with spell traps, tribute monsters for a tribute summon, or use them as material for fusions, synchros, or Ixies. So basically just locks them out of the extra deck, plus a bunch of other shenanigans. Very brutal while it's on the field. All that leaves then is our cards that aren't necessarily like first turn end boards, but will probably show up if it rolls around to turn 3. One is a flex spot. There's a couple different things you could play in this space, but I've decided on Bright Armageddon. It has a lot of text, being a pendulum synchro, but the important part is it has 3,500 attack, and while it's on the field, none of your DDs can be targeted. So there are a lot of decks that really have trouble dealing with targeting stuff, and being able to put it on everything can kind of shut a lot of decks out of being able to make any kind of comeback or whatever. Of course, usually the better way to go is the new boss monster. DDDD, Dimensional Arc King Crisis. There's 4 Ds here. This is summoned by banishing a Fusion, Synchro, Ixie, and Pendulum from your field or graveyard. So really easy once you've done all your combos. Like the rest of the cards in your extra deck are just combo pieces, and you'll usually end up with all of them in the graveyard. Then you just banish all of them, summon this guy, who is a 4,000. When it's summoned, negate all face-up monsters your opponent controls, and can attack all of your monsters once each. And if that weren't enough, a lot of these newer extender cards, like First King Clovis, says if this card is banished, target a DD monster, and this turn it does piercing damage. So it makes it even easier to OTK. Your Ixie has a similar effect, your Fusion has another effect, so when you banish them for the cost of the Arc King Crisis, you're also getting bonus effects that allows it to hit even harder than it already did. So that's our goal. We're trying to make our way through there by doing a long and convoluted combo. Although it's not as complicated as last year. I don't think I'll need a spreadsheet, but I guess we'll find out. I've yapped more than enough. Let's go ahead and take this, jump onto the ladder, and see what DDDs can do. Ooh, standard. Season 52 has begun. And you know what? Before we jump into things, I should probably get prepared. You know, a lot of people don't know, but this deck is kind of based off the idea of ye olde kings and scientists, and also CEOs. It like compares them to modern day captains of industry. So what better way to prepare than by making myself just a little more professional? You know, we'll button up our shirt, one more button, and we'll go ahead and add the tie. Clip the tie on, so we're set. Now I'm feeling ready. Now I've got the CEO grind set in my mind. Let's jump onto the ladder. All right, duel number 1 versus a name I can't pronounce, and we are going first, which is what we really want to do. This deck isn't quite as bad as going second as it used to be, but you still much more rather prefer to go first and do a big combo. The real question is going to be, can we get that combo done? We did start with the 1-card starter. So let's go ahead, Queen Machinex. When this is activated, you can set or place a dark contract. Well, fuck me, I guess. Maxi, being at 1 has not helped us in the slightest. I guess what we're gonna do, normally we go for this and have a big combo here, but instead I'm gonna go with Dark Contract of the Gate. I'm going to activate this. Let's get Copernicus. We're going to normal summon Copernicus, even though it only has 0 attack. We're gonna send something to the graveyard. It'll be Lance Soldier. And this has a graveyard effect. Fortunately, we have 2 pendulum scales now. And we have Dark Contract with the Eternal Darkness. Let's see, if this card is pendulum summoned, you can discard a DD or a Dark Law and draw 1 card. Do I want to give them 1 card to draw a card? You give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Okay, and we're just going to activate this at the start. I have 2 DD cards in my pendulum zone. You could target up to 2 cards and their zones become 0. No, I don't want to do that. So yeah, they're locked out of the extra deck unless they're playing like Radiant Typhoon and they can just MST. It stops them from using monsters on the field as fusion material, but they can polymerization and use the cards in their hand. And they're playing Hero. Shit! And Sunriser can blow up stuff. And yeah, Miracle Fusion also does not use cards on the field as fusion material. So, you know, I don't feel as bad about this. They clearly played around it. Also, they searched that so they can just summon it and then destroy everything. If they want to. Will they search? Do they even know what this does? No, they don't care. Granted, they already have 5,100. So if they can do other stuff, granted, they can also... This is kind of an older card. It stops them from using cards as fusion, synchro, or xyzs material, but it doesn't stop them from linking. So they can still just link stuff off. So we'll see. It depends if they understand this. It depends if what they do. I mean, right now, they could just attack, and then I would take a 2,000 in the standby phase, and I would be dead. Now they have 8,600. And they sent Burstinatrix to the graveyard. Yeah, like they just have game, and for some reason they're not attacking. Okay, you have 10,000 points of damage on. Okay. Brave Neos. Platinum 5 duelist, let me tell you. Okay, so yeah, we lose our first one. But, unfortunately, Maxi and Charmy Fuelos are just going to end us. They're going to end us entirely. Okay, duel number 2. This time we're not going first. I'm sure I'll still be able to show off the combo eventually, but it always sucks not being able to show it in the first duel. Okay, well, you know what? I'm glad we didn't go first, because this would have been really bad. Ah, I see. Waka Ushi. Not what I expected with, like, all the K9 stuff. Oh, wait, I should have done it. No, wait, Scarecrow is banned, right? I forget if Scarecrow is banned. Scarecrow is legal in Master Duel, not TCG. Okay. I will Fuelos, then. I'll save the Ash for something more important. Add a K9 from your deck to your hand. Well, I activated a hand trap, so I would prefer if you didn't. Okay, normal summon the Soul Piercer. Nothing. Gotcha! Necro Slime. Necro Slime and Lancer. These are like the 2 garnets in the deck. Like one of the 2 cards that I cannot start with. I guess Necro Slime. We'll just set another card and hope. Where's the DDD Link 1? You know, there used to be a time when you would play Link Karibo specifically for situations like this, but now the extra deck's too tight. Our Queen Hide. Yeah, we do have like 12 starters. What? Huh. I'm going to assume their connection actually failed. We'll take that. We'll take that. Also, I realized I forgot to change things. You know, we've got 1 win, 1 loss, update the thing up there. Let's see if our win streak keeps up? Question mark? Alright, 3rd duel, we get to go first. Will we actually be able to do the combo? Or will we get hit with another Maxi or another Brick Hand? It's nice of them to show off the flaws of this deck almost immediately. Okay, this is not a Brick Hand, and we've got a little bit of combo insurance. We can stop the Maxi or the Fuelos. Also, their name is Yohanado? At first, I thought it was Yohanado. Okay, so Kepler, go first. Search me the things. Add me a Dark Contract. Excellent. We will get Dark Contract with the gate. Droll? Droll. Like, you can do pretty significant stuff under Droll, but not if they droll on the Kepler. I think I do have to activate this. Like, I could end on a Machinex and a, whatchamacallit, a Zeus Ragnarok. But I don't think that's quite enough. I think it's better to do that and just hope they don't also have the Maxi. And like I was trying to do before, we activate the Queen. Queen effect, we put Dark Contract with 0 King. This can destroy a DD card and then summon one out of the deck. So we're going to pick Copernicus. Copernicus Foolish Burials a DD on summon. So we can put Lance Soldier there. Lance Soldier is going to summon itself out of the graveyard by destroying a Dark Contract. It can then target a DD and increase its levels by the number of Dark Contracts on your field or graveyard. So it turns itself to 2. Now we've got 2 level 4s. So we make our way to Wise King Solomon. And we want to do that because when you use this effect, it'll be banished when it leaves the field, and we don't want to banish it yet. Detach, add a DD from our deck to our hand. We'll detach that. What do we want to add? I think we get Headhunt here because we've already got a little bit of... Yeah, we've already got some stuff to extend with Griffin. If you didn't have Griffin, you would add it here. Then we're going to rank up into Marksman King Tell, who does nothing on an empty board. And then we're going to link them both off for Gilgamesh, or Gilgamesh, as my old heads will know. So Gilgamesh gets us both our pendulum scales, and when this goes to the graveyard, it lets you send a DD or a Dark Contract from the deck to the graveyard. So another Foolish Burial. We'll send Necro Slime. Then we're going to get a second copy of Queen, Oblivion King Bis Ragnarok. There we go. And now, we're going to use Necro Slime in the graveyard. You can banish this to Fusion Summon, and we're going to get Alfred. Alfred! Let's go ahead and banish... Yeah, Copernicus. So, Alfred summons. Then Ragnarok will target a card in the graveyard and bring it back. So this is how we get our tuner on the field. And then Alfred can Fusion Summon by getting cards that are banished and shuffling them back into the deck. So that's how we recycle our one-ofs. Then we get Genghis, and what we're going to do is now make Sky Zeus using one of our level 6, and this is 2 materials. So now if they had Nibiru, it's turned off. If they used Nibiru before this, we can still do other stuff because we haven't used our Pendulum Summon. When a DD monster is summoned, you can target a DD in your graveyard, summon it back, baby! So we're going to get Alfred back, and then we're going to get the 2 of these, and we're going to make Wave High King Caesar, because they're both level 6s. Now we're going to activate Griffin. Special summon this if you control a DD. And since we got a tuner and a non-tuner, we make Clovis. Hellovis to Clovis. Clovis activates and brings back the tuner. Literally just a stepping stone. Just a 6 that you can use and then make Siegfried. So there's Mr. Freed. Then we're going to Pendulum Shokan. We're not going to use the effect. Instead, all we're going to do is use these to make another copy of Gilgamesh. And then we're going to use Gilgamesh to make Machinex. So we've got 2 slurps with Machinex, Hand Negate, Spell Trap Negate, 2 Summoned Negates, plus a Monster Steal and Droll and Lock. When you do your whole combo, you're kind of unstoppable. Unless they like Super Poly or what's it called? Like Sphere Mode. Sphere Mode would really hurt us. Lava Golem. We still have stuff. Droplet. Yeah, Droplet would be pretty effective. Gotcha. I mean, that's a pretty clear negate. I'll just put that into the graveyard. Can they be targeted? They can. Dark Ruler no more. Yeah, there's stuff that can get through this. It's just a lot of it is not seeing play in the modern format. I think the thing we're most likely to see is like a Forbidden Droplet. Yeah, Magnet Bonding. They want a Fusion Summon? Yeah, I think I'll negate that. So no bonding for you. And you're destroyed. And yeah, I'll gain some attack. We'll both gain attack. 4,000. Come at me, bro. I'm ripped. Reveal this in Fusion Summon. That's a card activated in the hand. So we'll go ahead and banish this and this. Negate. I don't think it destroys, so they get to keep it. I didn't read if that was a once per turn, so maybe they can just immediately do it again. No, they cannot. And yeah, we still had another negate, 2 slurps, Drollin Lock, and the steal. So there you go. You got to see mostly full combo. I think if I had sequenced things a little bit better, I could have gotten the floodgate as well, but do we honestly need to? I don't think so. Will we get the combo starter? Yeah, because Queen is the combo starter, and this gets us to Queen, assuming it's not ashed. If it is ashed, Dominus Impulse gonna have to get us through this. So let's try this. And this is one, if they droll us here, it does limit us, but we can still do a lot of stuff under droll, because we don't need as many searches. Okay, so we get 0 gate, and once more, we're doing the same thing you saw before, except we're not going to have this guy on the field. But since we have more, if you started with just Queen, and you didn't have the gate, because you need 2 dark contracts, in order for this guy to get up to level 4, you would have to get the Kepler and normal summon it, but you would still pretty much just end up in the same kind of situation you're at now. What you want to do almost every time is just make your way to 2 level 4s. And if you're wondering what this is, if a DDD or Dark Contract is destroyed, you can summon this out of the extra deck and pop a card. Good for extending, and also just a fun, little unexpected trap when your opponent tries to blow your shit up. And also, this is a pretty good choke point as well. Also, I probably should have summoned that since I didn't have another monster. In fact, I think I may have screwed up by not summoning it. No, I should be good. We're going to add the Griffin. Then we're going to make King Tell. I was gonna say, yeah, I forgot because last time we didn't need it or want it. It would have just taken up more room. So, special summon Griffin. And then we make Garudamesh. And I think we actually want to do this Chainlink 1 in case they're saving the Ash for some reason, because they can't Ash this, and if they have something that stops this, like Imperm or Veiler, they can activate it anyway. It doesn't matter what part of the Chainlink it's on. So we'll get this, and oh, we already have the guy. Okay, that is going to change up our combos a little bit. Yeah. So we get Queen. We get this. King Tell will send Necro Slime to the graveyard. And then this guy can target a fiend, give it 500, blow himself up so he's out of the zone, and then we can activate the thing we really wanted. So let's go for Necro Slime. Time to make Alfred. I think we want to save that, because we can use it almost anywhere. Fortunately, we got 2 of them things. 2 of them things. We don't want to use their effects. Make Ragnarok. Now we use this. Bring back the Lancer. Clovis into Siegfried, not yet. Remember that Zeus is a double pendulum summon? Yeah, I know. You have to destroy something though, right? Target a DD or Dark Contract. Yeah. So we destroy this. Now we can Pendulum Summon again. Yeah, you can destroy a card with Zeus and then Pendulum Summon again. And if you're wondering what that's coming up, it's you can discard a DD card and then draw a card. But we want the Headhunt, so we keeping it. Now Machinex can't suck. How come this didn't bring a thing back? Oh, it has to be on the field. Well, okay, I've made mistakes. But there you go, it shows the combos are, if you get the sequencing just a little bit wrong, you can end up with dumb stuff. Yeah, so this I thought this was just, target a banished DD monster or a card in the graveyard and summon it, but you need a Dark Contract on the field, so by blowing up the one with Zeus in order to Pendulum Summon, I stopped myself from being able to get to Siegfried. And then also by blowing that up, this no longer has the effect that it normally would have. So now I only have 4 disruptions against Radiant Typhoon. Uh-oh. I'm trying to learn the deck, but my opponents keep conceding when I normal Kepler. I expect that to be the case once we get into Diamond. Yeah, we'll use this on that. I want it destroyed because it doesn't have a graveyard effect. I did warn you that this would be something we could run into. Okay, so this gets them the double search, unfortunately. and I cannot stop such a thing. I could steal it. I mean, stealing it wouldn't stop the effect from activating because it's on summon. Yes, it would. If this card is normal or special summoned. Oh, its effects are negated. Well, oopsie doopsie. I thought it was you couldn't activate the effects afterwards. Okay, so we take that. They blow up a thing. Live and learn. You know, I don't see how you could be sitting there angry that I'm not getting the one of the most notoriously complicated decks. Oh, there are subtleties to the effects that Joe didn't understand. That'll be the case. That being said, I think everything else is like an inherent special summon, so I don't think this can do anything. I really should have used this on the Crochi too. The question is, will I have anything else? I think the high-level ones do summon as an activated effect, so I think I can keep them off of that. And I mean, if they destroy something, I do still have this, and I can easily make the big guy afterwards. Unfortunately, the cards that do start a chain, they summon by, like, destroying something with MST, so I probably will not have access to this. Totem Bird. Fuck. You don't, yeah, because they can just negate it anyway. I would rather have them use MST on this and save my pendulum scales than fire this off, just have them negate it, and then have them start tearing apart my pendulum scales. Yeah, like now they used it on that, and my scales exist. They get to shuffle back 2, but I have 4 DDD monsters. They're shuffling back their own Croci. And Clovis. Well, thank you. So they blow that up. Surprise! And what does this do? You can add 1 Dark Contract? Sure. I'll add a Dark Contract, why not? Surprise second effect that I didn't know about. We get a search. We get a summon. We get a pop. And I think I'm going to go for this, actually. Because this can summon back out of the graveyard, and I'm not really worried about it at the moment. Also, that other one didn't attack yet, and could get over the things that I wanted it to not get over. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's time then, chat. We can get to a synchro. Let's go. Orthos, level 4 tuner. Locks us into DDs. We can go straight into Siegfried. And then I have the ability to just attack from here, but I want to summon it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Behold! Dimensional King Arc Crisis! Negate everybody! And then Pendulum Summon, sure, why not? I like to Pendulum Summon, don't you? There was no effect for Griffin. Okay, battle phase. So 4,000 into 3,000. You're a deadman. 4,000 into 15. You're out of here. Go Machinex. Go Zeus. 1,200. And Orthos for game! Okay, so mistakes were made. There were a few problems, you know, some hiccups. I made some mistakes, but we still managed to get it done. And we summoned the big guy, and I got to explain what the 4D counter is. We add 1 every time we can successfully summon the DDDD, the big Arc Crisis guy. Because I feel like that's not going to happen all that much, simply because most people would probably leave the game before that happens. But, you know, we did it. We got it. We made it through. I can't remember if it started with me getting, like, drolled or something. Or bricking. Okay. So if we have both of these, we want to start with... Yeah, we want to start with the gate. Go gate. Activate Maxi. Okay. Now we're in weird territory. Normal summon this, add the other one. So we've got this as a starter, but now we have to blow up this in order to use it properly, and we don't have the thing we normally put into the graveyard. So we're freestyling a bit. Yeah, I think what I do is I get this. Then I activate this effect, If you control a DD, you could special summon it, and then you can make it level 4, so you can make Wise King. I don't think I want to make Wise King. I think I want to make Gilgamesh. So we Gilgamesh. We set scales. We're going to get a queen and this fucker in the chair. Now we can pendulum summon and get these two. Wait, why can I summon 3? Oh, I can summon this from my hand. I actually don't want to. But we can do this, and we can chain link 1, put the Lance Soldier in the graveyard to draw a card. Chain link 2, make this level 4. And so now we have a road to get into Solomon while having this on the graveyard. Headhunt. Okay. It's Solomon time. All roads lead to Solomon. Once you get to him, he's just like such an extender. And yeah, we'll use this now, I've learned. No point in playing around Nibiru. You just gotta pretend it don't exist. Get Griffin in there. Yeah, I think I'll go with the Tuner. Go for the Tuner. Then we go Marksman. We're very low on time, because I had to think. Target one monster on the field, it loses 1,000 attack. Yeah. Use the burn damage. Very important. Okay, now we're protected against Nibiru. Now we send the slime. I've got 100 seconds left. We're gonna make the one guy. Good old Alfred. Then we're going to Alfred, summon this. We're going to make Siegfried using these two. That'll bring back this guy. We will go into Wave High. Everyone Wave High. Yeah, I don't have really like time for Clovis. We're gonna blow up this to summon this back for like no reason. I'm just blowing it up so I can get the second pendulum summon. That way I can pendulum summon these two. And that allows me to make the Gilgamesh for the second time and then turn it into Machinex. And there we go. Somehow, through Ash Blossom and with a weird combo, we made our way to what we normally want to end on. There you go. Now we just don't overthink. I just gotta remember, this is a negate. This isn't just a steal. It doesn't matter. They're like, I'm not even gonna bother trying. I've lost, I'm out of here, we're gone. I think I still show that. This is gonna be one of the weird things about this episode, chat, is that the first episode, like the first stream, is gonna make up like 50 minutes of this 2-hour, 3-hour video, and then the other 6 streams are gonna be the other ones. And that's because for this first stream, I'm gonna be showing the combos, and like after today, we're just gonna start each duel with me already having stuff on the field. Unless I get disrupted and something weird happens, like this is your chance to learn the combos. After this, we just skipping. All right, one more win and we rank into Platinum 4. We're about halfway through our stream. It's taken a bit longer to get here. This is a long deck. I'm not sure if you've noticed from the duels that I've been showing. I use most of the timer, especially if I have to freestyle a little bit. Okay, so we got Perulia. Perulia requires, it gets them on the normal summon, so you gotta activate it in the standby phase. There is no thought involved with Perulia. If you have Perulia, activate it in the standby phase. There's no reason not to. Heroes. Lots of heroes these days. Oh, I see. And we can make them end on the standard hero end board of the Nibiru token. Hero is secretly a rock deck. Masked Hero Fountain. Set 1 mask change. Okay. Add a Polywally Doodle all the day. Boom, boom. Yeah, that's fine. I will not droll and lock myself. From the deck, you say? What if I had another one? All the birds, everyone is the word. Oh, fuck. Damn, maybe I should have waited. Yeah, I mean, they have a mask change set, so they can make Dark Law and Hope. Dark Law pass is usually pretty strong. Good thing we have mask change, 1 in the deck, just as a cross-out target. Kid, thank you for the sub hype. Alright. Let's hope they don't snipe that. Banish one random card. And droll. Okay, well, I will have to stop that. Which is unfortunate because now they've got a 1 in 5 chance instead of a 1 in 6 chance. Okay, they hit the Nibiru. Just to be like, you know, you were probably dead no matter what you did that last turn. You kind of lucked out by stopping. Let's go Doom Queen. We ballin'. The Queen. Oh, but the Queen won't go to the extra deck. Okay, so... this one's gonna have to be janky. Yeah, she'll get banished instead. But there's no way to really play around that because we don't have the ability to get rid of the Dark Law beforehand. Or do we? Okay. We go here. These will get banished. Siegfried an attack? Oh, I guess we could do that. I just gotta hope that among their opening hand, they don't have exactly, what's it called? Honesty Neos. Doesn't look like it. Now we can do this. And we can summon Copernicus. Yeah, and they've got things they can do, but I'm pretty sure it's just this. Hard to say, hard to leg. Copernicus, pop this, and yeah, there we go. We did it. We got up into Platinum 4, I think. Haha, ho-ho, Perulia Solos. I mean, when it draws you into a Fulos, yeah. And you have Nibiru and Troll in your hand. All the hand traps in Hand Trap City. And yeah, we got up to Plat 4. Yay us. What we got for the DD lore. Going first. And Platinified. Doing the stuff. And we want to survive. Alright, we got, I mean, this is a 1-card starter if it don't get ashed. It didn't get ashed. And that's what I was hoping to see more of. Or not hoping to see more of, what I was expecting to see a lot more of. People recognizing that, like, the DD cutscene is about to begin, and they would rather skip it by surrendering. We start with a pure build with hand traps. There are only pure builds of DDD. You don't mix other stuff with it because it only makes it worse. There are other versions we can make that are pure in different ways, but we're starting on the basic build. Okay, going first, Cow with a witch hat. You love to see it. Activate. Let's get the Queen. Droll me? No? Okay. And then the Queen places, so you can't ash this. And then this summons from deck, so you can ash it. You can also hit it with the trap, whose name evades me at the moment, even though I play it. Maxi, okay. I can actually droll myself at this point, and it's fine, I'm pretty sure. Like, we do this, they droll one, we activate this, and we chain droll. Fuck. We try to pop whatever they summon with Queen. Is Queen a targeted pop? No, it's not. Okay, hold up. We do this. They have to do this. So this comes out. And then Queen first. Didn't have a way to go this. Wait, next time. We'll pop on the illusion. Okay, 0 power. This one. Not sure about that. We're going to turn summon. We're going to one back on the field. Okay. Can't be targeted. Can't be destroyed. Yeah. Okay, we still make this level 1. Still summoning, can't search. Because it allows us to stack up into Marksman. And then we'll move on to Leash. And 1, and 2. Let's go. You and one up. Let's send the slime. That's one big dog. I'm the dog. The big bad dog. Oh, we can't do this. Yeah, what am I? Okay, we're going to xyzs. Oh, that's up. Yeah, we'll do, you'll have here. You'll get this level 4. We're going to focus. Yeah, close to the back out. I'll do a fusion finish. I'll price the other way. Okay. Yeah, and then we get this guy. Oh. I didn't have a pendulum in the graveyard. You can pop the gate to pendulum summon. Oh yeah. But no, then this is off. Pop a fusion, yeah. Oh! Zero attack! The DDD counter goes up. Yeah, my hands are shaking. Cheese and crackers. Okay! Oh, the combos! We did it! Their pupper could not stop us! Alright, so despite a promising start, we have had a long stream of bad luck, and now our win rate is below 50%. And none of it's been, like, our plays, like, we haven't misplayed and lost a game. It's just been a lot of winning the coin toss and having no starters, or losing the coin toss and having no hand traps. We've been getting very lucky, and perhaps the most unluckiest thing we've seen is out of the, 12 games we've played, half of those, we have opened both of our one-of traps. Like, Headhunt and the other Dark Contract have been in our hand a shocking number of times. And considering we only search one of them over the course of the combo, and I didn't really like the Floodgate to begin with, we're just getting rid of the Floodgate. We're knocking it down to the one Headhunt, and I'm throwing in another Count Surveyor because that can be a starter if we open any other DD card. So hopefully that'll happen more often. It's a small change, but it's 1.1. Let's hope our luck turns around in the last half of the stream.
Alexander the Great. Bring on the terrible.
Alright, ladies and non-ladies, here we are, the dawn of stream number 2. A weekend has passed since you've seen me last, and, you know, I got a little bit of work done. You know, I got us back into Plat 4, so at least there's that. I don't know if I showed it on camera, but we ranked down into Plat 5, and I had to grind my way back up again. Even after changing the deck, it has not been especially good, and I'm not sure exactly what we can do about that. We do have a couple other versions of DD that we might try. I was really hoping we would save these for, like, Master rank. I thought the standard build would be able to get us through Platinum, but we're already running into a lot of trouble. The modern meta has just outpaced this, even in the short time since the new support has been added. It's kind of crazy, but we still have 5 more streams ahead of us. I think we have plenty of time to try other stuff. I think it might just be that, like, that first week we had all, like, the best duelists who got knocked down. They're trying to rise back up again. I think we might have a little more success now that a week has passed and we've got less powerful duelists on the ladder trying to grind their way up. So we're going to continue with Mark 1.1, but I am going to try to make things better. You know, last time we tried to be professional, I put on a tie and that worked all right, but I figured, you know, maybe this wasn't the right time. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with black. Maybe I should go with red. You know, red is a nice, powerful color. I mean, especially this is like a maroon. It's very royal. And then I thought, why go with one tie? If one tie is professional, then surely 2 ties will be even more professional. So we're gonna rock the double tie today and see if the power of 2 ties can get us into diamond. Unexpected, but fine. This is not fine. Yeah, this sucks. We're just gonna do this. They wanted to go second, so if they have like Lightning Storm or Feather Duster or whatever, I don't want to set both of these. Yep. Hello, Tenpai. Now, do you have the Quick Play spell as well? They do not. Now, can I draw anything that helps me? I could really use a queen right now. That is not a queen, but it does do a thing. Okay, normal summon. Activate. Imperm. That's fine. Again, neither of the cards I'd send to the graveyard have any effect. Activate Surveyor. Special summon. Can I make this a level 4? I can. They didn't activate anything. Unfortunately, if I do this... No, that turns on the headhunt, even if it gets negated. As long as they don't destroy it. And I can also, like, link up into Marksman or whatever. Ash Blossom, okay. Okay, then we go to Marksman King Tell. And then I think just to have 2 options on it, we just go straight up into Machinex. He big. Bye-bye. Zeus would have been cool. I didn't have room for Zeus. Fortunately, we got out of that, and it was all thanks to the Dominus Impulse. You know, I really wasn't certain about that card, but it worked out this time. All right, 1 more win, and we rank up into Platinum 3. Things have been going good so far, and by good, I mean we start to combo and our opponent surrenders, or we go second and activate Fulos and our opponent surrenders. People were much more willing to play through everything last time. We're doing better this time, but we are having some troubles. This is a weird one. You're a weird one, Mr. Grinch. Yeah, we start with Surveyor first. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
I will pitch the Griffon, because that has an effect when we get it out of the graveyard. Fuck! That's like the one thing we can't play through, chat. Do we just make, like, Genghis Pass? Kick in some ass? Or, Gilgamesh into Machinex. Machinex plus Headhunt with the 3 extra cards, 2 extra cards. Fuck, it won't even be live. Summon Gilgamesh Pass. Yeah, maybe they don't know that Gilgamesh gets an effect when it's destroyed. That might help us. In perm, at least they're using a bunch of shit. Let's give them something else to worry about. Fuck it, I'll give them another draw. Yeah, let's just get this into the graveyard. Yeah, Machinex is live now, might as well. Fuck it, we ball. We pass on this. This is 4 disruptions. Or I should say 3.5. Like, this is a monster suck, then we'll have another monster suck. We can steal a monster. And then if they destroy something, we get to summon this and destroy something of theirs. Okay, Forbidden Droplet. Heroes. Why did you send 2? I guess you want this in the graveyard. The question is, do we try to stop them from extending? Or do we wait until they get something like a, Oh, this is only until the end of the turn. Yeah. We just need to try to stop them from extending if possible. Droll. Make Verte? Wow. Must suck to suck. I'll be taking that. Wait, I thought it was till the end of the next turn. Wait, how long do I get to keep this? Until the end phase of the next turn. Gotcha. And what is this? During the standby phase, you can place this in the pendulum zone. No, I don't think I will. The funny thing, of course, is that because this was stolen, it's treated as a DDD monster. Wait, I thought if I stole an extra deck monster, if it's special summon from an extra deck, it's a DDD. Oh, I can only control 1 Machinex. Gotcha, I need to, like, link this off or something. Okay. Let's destroy this. Ash Blossom. Fair enough. Oh, I drew Maxi, I just realized that. Now it's my turn. Every hand trap. Because if I revive Griffin, then I can get something. In perm. Funny. Funny joke. Okay, I guess we're doing this then. Let's go ahead and make Alfred. It's time for Slime. And then we shuffle them back for Genghis. Gas, gas, gas. 83, that's game. There we go. We just hit him with one of these. One of these. Genghis. And then Alfred for game. Give him a chance. Let him show off. Somewhere in a basement, the Alfred final blow ticker goes up just ever so slightly. 0.1%. And with that, we rank up into Platinum 3. Yay me. Yeah, and half the time I play this deck, I'm like, man, I need more starters. I don't have enough starters. I have too many hand traps. And then I get hands like this where it's like, man, I wish I had more hand traps. Do I just do this now and hope they don't have any yummies? If I let them go, this just gets them so much. Let's hope they have the reverse problem of me and their hand is all starters. No, and there's the one of Cupsy. The just-in-time, buddy. Yeah, I guess we just try this. I don't want to use the Copernicus because under Herald it just banishes it. Hello, would you like bait? We can't nib anyway because of Dominus Purge. True. Go Abyss King Gilgamesh? Garugamesh!
Garugamesh!
Imperm! In the pendulum zone too, it's like they knew. Yeah, I think this is the biggest threat to me. Floating effect? Either way, I'm getting rid of that arc light, unless you want to be silly about it. What's the worst he could float into? Oh, that was not the right choice. Yo, what up, fucker? Wouldn't it be a shame if I was untargetable forever? Okay. I mean, unfortunately, they can get big enough to just attack over this. Okay, going for Masquerena here. Spa. That's not going to help you the way you think it is, buddy. Yeah, we're going to go for Surveyor. You may find my monsters to be quite untargetable, Mr. Bond. Yeah, they have to negate that now. Otherwise, I can place the gate, and they can't negate that. Because it only negates activations. Don't tell me last card is Ash. Yep, we get Griffin. Is our Link monster a hard once per turn? It is. It is, but we can just make it and then go into DDD Divisor. Untargetable Divisor with 2 sucks is going to be a little bit difficult for them to deal with, I feel like. Bright Armageddon is randomly good here. It's not randomly good. There's a reason I picked it. That's a big monster, yeah. Unfortunately, they can get a whole bunch of attack and probably beat over this. This is normal summoned. You can add 1 yummy spell trap. Yeah, I think we do just take that while we can. Huh. I wonder if that means I still have to destroy the thing. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, and this is like a non-targeting bounce, right? No, it targets. Yeah, unfortunately, SP kind of like plays around everything we want to do here. Huh? Sure, why not? That's what you get for playing pendulums! Secret effect! I've got a secret card and an even more secret effect. Oh, and I can't use this because the thing's gone. Dark contract with the frontal cortex. Okay, yeah, they're still not negated. The secret effect's not once per turn. Yeah, but they have to control a pendulum, and I don't think they're going to be controlling it. Well, I don't know, maybe the Solfachords. Maybe they'll just keep doing that. It would be funny. Yeah, and the Queen's in the graveyard, so I don't have access to that, unfortunately. They said I was a fool to stay in that game, but look who's laughing now. The time limit win is real. We don't have a starter, so we want to wait. We're up against Bakura, Jamaica, Ooh, I wanna take you down to Yugi and Joey. Come on, Mr. Homie. Yeah, we'll ash that. Bigabonga. Rip. Ah, it's this. I'd heard about this in Genesis. I didn't think people were using it in, whatchamacallit, in Master Duel. Chaos Angel! All monsters can't be destroyed by battle, but they aren't unaffected, so I can use any kind of destruction effect. Unizombie, eh? I don't know if this will help, but we'll try. Oh yeah, the Pump King stuff isn't out yet, so I don't know what this does. Okay, any DD card is full combo. Son of a bitch! This isn't a zombie, so it can't attack this turn. That's good. Mizuki. They just goblin zombieing. Yeah, just to search again. I mean, this seems like the best option. Just stop them from doing it. Did Bakura play zombies in the anime? I forget. Bark, bark! What car does your neighbor have? A loud one! It's the guy across the street. He goes to work at like 7 in the morning too, and I'm like trying to sleep, and then suddenly I was like, why do you need to do that? Please no Ash Blossom, please no Ash Blossom, please no Ash Blossom, please no Ash Blossom. I would like you to not have an Ash Blossom if you can! Zambi World. We do have another term if they don't summon anything else. If they send Glow Up Bloom, I can negate it. Baller Drock. Nah, they're just like, I'll wait till next time. You what? Oh, they can make a level 12 synchro. I think I'll have more than 1,000 left. Yeah, I will survive. And we can Dominus Impulse the Baller Drock. Okay, I think I can get out of this. There's finally a DD card. Ouchie wah. No, I don't think you will. Okay. Can I clean up from here? I think so, but we'll find out. Give me the queen. We get this. This sends the guy. Time to pop pop. That triggers the queen. You can keep punching into Adamancipator. I'd rather just take everything apart. Yeah, wait, why would I keep punching over Adamancipator when I could just get rid of everything and then attack directly? That would do more damage. Solomon, grab me one of you. Speaking of aura, chat. Marksman King Teleffect. Fuck you. Remember that Gilgamesh burns you? Does it? And if you do, take 1,000. Ah, I almost forgot about that. Okay, I will not activate the effect. That could have been, I mean, it would have been very funny. I would have learned a thing. There were multiple people saying it, to be fair. Yeah, without doing that, we're gonna have a little bit of a tricky problem, but I think we still got it. I do need a way to either kill them here or destroy my own thing, though. 1 scale. 9 scale. That's game, yeah. I don't even need to do the rest. Battle phase. My neighbor is in a hurry to get the fuck out of here before the duel is over. Holy shit. The truck of victory. Oh, that was one of those ones where it's like, on the one hand, we did have the 800 life point comeback. On the other hand, the fact that it got that close against like a ye olde zombie deck is almost embarrassing. Victory screech! All right, we're not doing too terribly bad, but we've been running into two problems specifically. One, too many hands where we've got nothing but hand traps and not enough starters, which is weird because we have more starters than hand traps, and yet we keep opening with like double Droll or 3 copies of Fuelos or something like that. It's just ridiculous. And then the other thing is Dominus Impulse. As good as that card can be, as effective as it is, the fact of the matter is, it turns off all the other hand traps. You know, if we use that, then Maxi, Droll, both the Charmies, Nibiru, all of those are offline, and it's just not really worth it when most of the time you want to Dominus at the start of what they're trying to do, not wait until after you've used all your resources or whatever. So I've taken out the Dominus Impulse. We've got 1 Imperm, so we're still like not completely out on hand traps. That also gives us something we can use for crossout because we've been getting hit with Imperm a lot. And then we put in 2 new starters, Nightmare Throne and Dark Spirit's Mastery. This one can search any fiend with 0 attack and defense, so it gets Savant Kepler and Copernicus, depending on what we need. And then Dark Spirit Mastery adds a level 8 fiend, which is pretty much just Doom Queen or the Count Surveyor, which is why we're keeping this at 2. I think adding these in to give us more searches so we can get into our combo pieces will make us a little more effective while not doing too much to stop our hand traps. But I guess we'll see. This is version of the deck 1.5. Let's try it again. Okay, good. I was worried for a second. And we've even got an Ash to stop their hand traps. Let's begin with this. Let's get the Queen. And again, you always want to start with the Queen because Droll is everywhere. Let's put this on the scale. Doesn't look like they've got Droll. We'll hit that. Give them the old pop pop. I just realized we have all the graveyard cards in our hand. So Savant Copernicus actually does like nothing. I think we want to summon Surveyor. Yeah, we want to get Surveyor. And then this lets us get Copernicus. Not that we need it, or no, we just get Surveyor. Surveyor for Surveyor. We're surveying the land. Yeah, this one's more immediately useful. We get this, and we're just gonna make this right here. So we go for Garugamesh. Hopefully they haven't been saving the Imperm for this. Doesn't look like it. We get these 2 fuckers. Okay, yeah. We'll do Surveyor. Surveyor makes itself level 4. Oh wait, no, we don't want to do this yet. Then we do this. One way or another, we'll get there. We'll make this level 4. Time to go into the wisest King Solomon. Yeah, these combos are much easier to freestyle than the previous versions of the deck. We can do this, and we can add Griffin, which will be useful. Let's go ahead and do King Tell. Nope, not yet. And then we make ourselves Nibiru proof. Yeah, we're gonna do you, and we're gonna use this to bring back the tuner. But it came back. And then we're going to Pendulum Shokan. We'll get this and this. Chain Link 1. We're going to discard the Necro Slime. Chain Link 2, add a Dark Contract. And DD Headhunt is not a Dark Contract, so this doesn't actually get us anything we'd want. But we'll have one of these for next turn.
Another one.
Or we'll have 2 of them for next turn. Sure, fine, whatever. Alright, Clovis. Clovis, bring back the dude. Griffin summon from graveyard. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I should be able to. Yeah, I can pop this. That gives me another Pendulum summon. We'll go ahead and Necro Slime. We'll make Alfred using itself, and I guess this. Then Alfred will make Genghis by shuffling these 2 back. Then we'll use our second Pendulum summon to get Griffin. That'll trigger the Genghis to get Griffin. That'll trigger Genghis to search us the Headhunt. Then we make Wave High King Genghis. And then we can do something we rarely do, which is make Wave King Caesar before he got high. This was before he met Afro Man. And the reason you do that is now you can make Machinex, and it already has 2 material. So you can detach 2, then destroy this, then detach another 2. So now he has 3 sucks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of interaction. 9 if you include the Queen in the extra deck. Now, of course, Super Poly, Lava Golem, Forbidden Droplet, there are a lot of ways that you could get around this. Especially in this deck where they have all the spell trap removal and infinite extension. I assume this is Radiant Typhoon. Yeah. I'll just take Eldam. Eldam. I was worried about that. The question is, do you have a trap you can discard? But if they don't discard a trap, then I can chain the trap, and then I can chain Siegfried to my own trap. It's no longer activating next in the chain to Forbidden Droplet, so I can negate the Forbidden Droplet. Of course, if they send the monster on the field, then I have nothing to target with the trap, and I can't activate the trap. I'm sorry, what? Oh, they sent a trap. Fuck. I didn't think they would do that. The question now, of course, is they get to negate 2 things. What 2 things? Oh, 3 things. They sending off him as well. So they can stop 3 of my disruptions. They know we searched the trap. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if they would realize the, like, implications of, like, doing that. Destroy a card? No. Oh, that's why it was asking. I was like, wait, what? They left Machinex, yeah. MST to take out the trap, I assume. But you can't stop Ash. I had 10 points of interaction, actually. Maybe they think Machinex is once per turn, possibly, yeah. I mean, touche to my opponent. They almost got me. If I didn't draw the, like, generic hand trap, it would have been much better for them. But there you go. That's what happens when you go full combo. Every combo. Platinum 2, here we come. La 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 la. Going first again. It's the rank up game, baby. Tug on my ties for good fortune. No, my tie. It's supposed to be a clip on, and yet here it is, clipping off. This is a weird one. Fuck. Fuck, shit, fuck. I'm wasting precious time. They're already laughing at me. Look at their name. They're all gonna laugh at you. Ah, we'll just have to do it Tylus. They call me Tylus Joe. Oh, I gotta discard a card. Yep, goodbye, troll. I forgot I had to discard. Pendulum scale. It's fine. I'll just wear it over my shoulder. That'll be the whole new thing, to wear a tie like a scarf, you know? We'll just give it one of these. Haha. Activate. We're gonna pop this. Oh. Ash block. Ooh. Ah. Spicy nuggets. I see, I see. Okay. Activate this. Activate Count Surveyor. Discard the Griffin. Chainlink 1, Griffin. Chainlink 2, Ragnarok. Bring back the Griffin so we can search Headhunt. Yeah, bet you didn't expect that. Yeah, they can't. We don't have to worry about Nibiru anymore. They have used their out to Nibiru. Impulse is a hard once per turn, so they can't Impulse again. Yeah, they imperming that, which does slow us down quite a bit. It might even stop us. I haven't thought this all the way through, to be honest. What are you saying over there? So through 2 hand traps, we've still made pretty much the full end board. We didn't get to the trap, but we got everything else. Now hopefully I can get my tie back on in the right way before they, like, completely decimate us. And they didn't decimate us. We didn't even need the tie. Ha! You almost made me use my entire ties. I'll only need half of my ties to defeat you, lol. And with that, we work our way into Platinum 2. We're slowly making our way downtown. Yeah, they waited all that time. They wanted to see what we got and see what they drew. I appreciate it, you know, checking out, but there we go. We got it. I guess we could check what they were so laughing about. The man. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy, I need no sympathy, 'cause it's easy come, easy go. Little high, little low, hit me where the wind blows. Doesn't really matter to me, Dun, dun, boom, 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 boom. Mama just killed a man. Put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead. Mama, life had just begun, and now I've gone and thrown it all away. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, 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 boom. Too late. My time has come, send shivers down my spine, body's aging all the time. Goodbye, everybody, I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Mama, ooh, I don't wanna die. I sometimes wish I'd never been born at all. Ooh. I'm gonna sing the whole song now. Doing the, like, you know, gotta moosh by yourself. It don't work very well. Like, this will not know. You need at least two people to really make that work. Guitars. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters. No, nothing really matters to me. Fandango scattering, perhaps. Look at this Balatro ass hand. 2 pair. Are you a Duran Duran fan? I don't have any, like, harsh feelings about Duran Duran, but I only know, there's like, and I'm hungry like the wolf. I smell like I'm sound. I'm lost and I'm found. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you. New World? I'm not sure if I know New World. I know, there's that one, and there's, I believe this is Duran Duran, right? The, like, her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand. Do I in-perm this chat? Or do I just wait until my turn? Yeah, because they're gonna discard from my hand, right? I don't want that. Stop it. Yeah, I always kind of get Duran Duran confused with, what are they called? Because they're both new wave bands. The ones that did, Mad World and Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Something, something, click yellow. Now it's a true Balatro hand! Now I got a full house even! How did I draw 5 cards in brick? And they're all 1 scales too. Dun da da dun da dun da 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 dun dun da da dun da dun da da. Tears for Fears! I like Tears for Fears a little better than Duran Duran, at least from what I've heard. Third Griffin? No, not quite. I mean, maybe on the draw phase. No, Copernicus. Yep, let's just do this and draw, so if they summon out of the deck again. Or who knows, maybe they'll use the Ripper on it. The secret great 80s band is Men at Work. The only song I know from them is Down Under, which is kind of like a novelty goofy song. Do 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 doot. Do 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 doot. The Australian national anthem. No, that would be what's their name? They're like Oil and Water or something. What? I forget the name of that band. They're like fucking huge in Australia though. How can we sleep when the world keeps turning? Boom, 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 boom. How can we go when our beds are burning? We surveying, so we can do her. They would have drolled themselves, Shirley. Yeah, good point. And don't call me Shirley. They reading these cards for the first time. Timeout is the win con. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! To lead, not to read. I think it's Orcust, because then we can do silly shit, right? Oh, they just flipping it down now? I guess that makes sense. I probably should have put it over here instead of in the middle. Oh, they ripping. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. No, that was last episode. Welcome to my life. There's no turning back. Even while we wait, you will find me acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world. Does this destroy as... No, it destroys for effect. Okay, so let's try this then. Because this can negate a card that activates in the hand or graveyard. Yeah. So we need them to use that there, because we really want this to resolve. Plus we already have another extender. Plus we could fucking pendulum. Okay, so we pop this, and this is where they reveal they have a Bestial the whole time. Or a Called By. That ain't a Called By. Now they get the hand rip guy, they've got a 60% chance to hit a card that, like, we have 2 copies of. Gotcha. Oh, they get to look at one. Okay. You got a lot of reading to do, buddy. Yeah, they pick the high scale. Yep, then we're gonna go for this. We have Garugamesh. Okay. The question is, do I have enough scales left in deck? Yeah, we can get a 9 and a 1. Yeah, we need to do that. My neighbor's car is exceptionally loud. 1, 2... Fuck. I messed up there. Can do this. Ragnarok. Blow up this. Second pendulum summon. Now I'm running out of time. Oh, why thank you. We're gonna do this, we're gonna activate this, And then we pass. It's not great, but it might be enough. Oh yeah, and Gilgamesh is still here. The loudest car in the history of the world. My neighbor's gonna end up doxing me just because people are going to be able to identify that car simply for being the loudest in the world, and they'll be able to find out where I live. Jax. Oh, does that not trigger the... Oh, I don't have one in my extra deck. Fuck. Now I do. Oh. Wrong one. Oh. Well, thank you. Oh, they can just beat over it, unfortunately. Oh, but they ain't going to. I think it might be time, chat. Oh, Zeus. Fucking Zeus! Oh, it's a one-mat Zeus. Yeah, good point. Yeah, if you want to get yourself out of there, go right ahead. Makes it easier to OTK. Once again, the brightest Armageddon secures me the win. Fool! Alright, executives and board members, here we are, the dawn of Stream 3. And we're doing pretty good, you know, we made some decent progress last time because of the 2 ties, I think. So why not add a 3rd tie, you know? Day 3, 3 ties, I'm now a Tydra, a Hydra of ties. Cut one off, and 2 more will appear in its place. And yeah, hopefully that'll give us the power to get into Diamond 5, although it's really going to depend on the meta. For better or worse, we've gotten a new pack in the shop, and it's got some powerful stuff, you know? We've got the RB monsters. We've got Black Rose. Does do Black Rose support? Gaia, the Fierce Knight, and also Cool Toon, which is probably going to be meta competitive, considering they gave them all the modern support, including the stuff that's not out in the TCG yet. We were reading this beforehand, and this looks absolutely brutal. I mean, it'll shake things up if nothing else, and we might be able to scam a few games off the fact that people don't know how this works. They're still trying to figure out the best builds and everything. But yeah, this could completely disrupt everything and throw all our carefully laid plans into chaos. But I guess we'll find out. We're still using the old version of the deck. It was working pretty well. I don't want to change it up and perhaps lose some of our momentum. I'm really liking how this version of the deck is working. So we'll continue with this. But yeah, next time I'll start breaking out some of the more experimental versions, the potentially more competitive versions. For now, though, we're staying the course. Let's jump back on it and see what we can do. All right, we get to go first. A first for today. The first duel we went second, ironically, and the second duel we're going first. We did win that duel, but only because our opponent just gave up. Ooh, okay, we get Dark Spirit Mastery for the first time. Looks like they got something. Let's try this. Can I have Mastery over the Dark Spirit? You got the Ash. They don't got the Ash. Let's get one of these. No Droll either, okay. Doom Queen. Wise King Solomon, he's solemn as they get. If you got a Solomon, you're probably wet. Editor, don't include that one. It is clip. They summon. They synchro. Track maker. They add a cool tune. Destroy a monster. Okay. Banish a random card face down. Good, they picked the worst one. Also, did you fucking pop a card in my extra deck? Or in my field? Get that shit out of my face. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Pendulum Shokan. Sure, extra monster? Oh. This is, no, come on! Hate. Let me tell you how I've become to hate. It's fine, we'll just make this here. You couldn't have canceled, yeah. I got UI'd. Yeah, I mean, I still have Ash. I still have 2 Monster Sucks. I have a Steal. I have something that negates in hand. You could also recover Queen. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't allowed to do that. Okay, that lets them search or summon the Synchro. They can use that spell twice. I know. We read it beforehand. It'll be hard to Synchro if you're not on the field. Shouldn't have activated your effect. Yoink? Yeah. I gave him the old yoinky sploinky. Oh, yeah. If I can activate, I might as well. How many times must I teach you this lesson, old man? You need your monster on the field to synchro summon. Don't activate an effect. They're like, it's fine. I get another normal summon. You do. That I can steal. Ah. They had the second one. Why is this twice per turn? Hit him with the remix. Target the one monster and destroy. Look at the top 2 cards of my deck and do things. Ashen called by. Fucker, did you just destroy my shit? Oh, and I get something else here too. Who's in the graveyard? Yeah, I'll take 1,000. Do I summon this to set up for next turn? Yeah. Okay, so they contribute that to get any other one from the deck. There is one that messes with the graveyard, so they could undo that. But as chat is saying, it looks like they're pretty low on resources. I'm not sure how well their recovery is. While they can synchro with cards in the hand, they do need cards in hand. So once they do this, I think they're almost out of everything they can do. No, this searches them another one. And then this can synchro. Yeah, I read these off camera. But if you're somehow unfamiliar with the cool tunes, they can all synchro using themselves and a card in the hand. You've already used twice per turn. I guess they can use it as a disruption during my turn. Oh, they thinking. They just getting a clip. There's the loudness war. Can't be targeted. Can't be destroyed. Not Albert. I actually do like Albert, but they're just going to get it back. If this card is banished, target a dark contract in your graveyard and place them face up on the field. Don't mind if I do. Thanks for getting me that. Albert saves. They gotta be running low on time, right? Joe, you could have triggered both. I didn't want to risk being able to do stuff. No, I don't want to do that. Alright. Droll and lock. Okay, then they put it on the bottom of my deck. 1,000. Wait, I thought these came back. No, they don't. Yeah. Oh, that was an ordeal. They didn't quite know what they were doing, but even then, they managed to give us a run for our money. I can already tell getting into Diamond, this is gonna be tough. It really is. Just between this and Draco Tail, the new meta seems to be cards that let you just like use them from the hand as extra deck material, and also when they're sent to the graveyard for extra deck material, search you additional cards. Everything pluses when it does the thing. And so if your deck doesn't it's not enough to do your plays. Every single play has to draw or search you a card. Otherwise, you're gonna fall behind. Oh boy. 3 of a kind and my Garnet? Thanks, Shuffler. You're the best. This shit rips in poker. It's DDD versus D&D. Oh, brother! I am ill! That'll help me. Okay, I can get this. In this case, I just want this because I can't special summon. I activate. Do I have something with over 1,000 attack? I've got to use Griffin and hope this doesn't boost attack, because if it does, I'm just dead. Oh. Oh, for real? I mean, I'm still just dead because I can't do anything from here. I had to do everything just to out that, but I have outed it. Yeah, this is the only chance I'm gonna get to use anything. Might as well cycle a card. And then they just bring back the barrier statue. Oh wait, no, it has to be from my graveyard. So the only thing they can get is Maxi. Add a pyro? No. I don't know what you're on about, but I don't want you to have a pyro. Fuck, man. Fossil Diner! And now they have a second set card. Yeah, and I take 1,000. This will kill me over several turns. Yeah, we have to get this. Try again. All right. Okay, so now we can set the other scale. We can activate. We get this dark contract. This dark contract pops the original one. Then we can summon. I think we summon Count Surveyor, right? We've already normaled. Yeah, but we can do. Okay. Count Surveyor, get the extender. Oh, I should have just scaled it, yeah, and then summoned the other thing. I mean, I've got Oblivion King, although that don't do anything here. Or don't do a lot, rather. You got a judgment for me? Sure. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're going to pendulum summon the Griffin. Well, you got another one? You want to negate this too, buddy? Yeah, this activates on summon, so we know it's like a solemn or something that negates summons. Why would you play stuff that stops me from summoning and stuff that's only useful if I special summon? Black Horn! Black Horn of Heaven! They are top decking. I do have the ability to search a third Griffin, I think. Yeah, I still have a third Griffin. No. Okay, for a battle phase, I was like, if you hit me with evenly, I'm going to be a little upset. Okay, Orthos is a great top deck. Yeah, I don't need to do that. Okay. Pendulum Shokan. We're gonna do you and you. I'm locked into DDs. I will go ahead and just discard this to draw a card. That'll stop any spell trap shenanigans they try to get up to. 80% win rate at time of appearance. Yeah, and then we just do this and we win, right? Pop this. Summon. Whatever. Tuner? Sure. Unless that last card is Nibiru. Battle phase. Go, Queen! Why would you surrender? You're about to lose anyway. It's 2 seconds and then you get rewards. Alistair. Normal Alistair. Alright, one more win and we rank up, and this time we're going first. It's been a little up and down so far. You know, we haven't had consistent wins, but we are still making progress. Even in the face of Cool Tune, we persist. I would have preferred to go second with this kind of hand. We can play through exactly 1 hand trap. 2 if it's like a maxi charmy or whatever. Alright, they're allowing this to go through, so we get the dark contract. Droll check? No droll. It seemed like they had something there for a second. Okay, they ashed there, which is weird. Guess they wanted to see if I had it. Okay, fortunately, we can activate this. The question is, how far can we get from this? Not very. We make Gilgamesh. Can Gilgamesh do a thing? Gilgamesh's effect does resolve. Yeah, we just get this regardless. Pendulum summon, make Zeus, bounce Queen. Oh, yeah, I forgot this guy. Yeah, he's added to the extra deck. So we make Zeus here. And then this effect will let me bounce the Queen back. Do I want to summon Gilgamesh back? No, not yet. So Queen comes back. Then we can activate Queen. Now that we've actually activated her, we can use the effect. And they surrendered. Alright! Thanks, chat helped me figure it out. I think I might have gotten there eventually, but, you know, I'll take what we can get. We go up to Diamond 1. Not Diamond 1, Pendulum 1, Platinum 1. I knew the P standed for something. Alright, so we've only been in Platinum 1 for 2 duels, but both of them went poorly for the exact same reason, which is we went second and we didn't open any hand traps, and especially against Cool Tune, you need to open something, because if they go off, one card makes way more negations and disruptions than we have. So all I've done, since we've already messed so much with the ratios and stuff, is I took out the one Dark Spirit Mastery because that does require a discard, and I put in a second copy of Nibiru because this is much better against Cool Tune. It keeps them off monsters on the field that allow them to synchro summon. So a very, very minor change, just one less starter, one more hand trap. This is DDD 1.6. Let's jump back and hope we don't D-rank. All right, at least we get to go first this time. Now, of course, we have removed one more starter from our deck, so if we go first and we don't open any starters, it'll be like Cosmic Tuba Sound. No, we still only opened one hand trap. We should be able to make this work. Start with this. Nothing except for Ghost Ogre can stop this. We get this. Of course, if they, maxi here, we're just dead.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good. I mean, it would be nice to play a game, but also I want to make sure I don't lose 3 in a row, so it's nice. It's nice, you know, for the competitive ladder to just get one of those, like, yeah, just go, you're fine. You're one step away from D-ranking. Yeah, again, I don't think it's worth it to play hand traps just to be used as, cross-out designator targets when cross-out is at 1. If cross-out was at 3, I could understand. Alright, we up Charmaning our Fuelos. I got 2 of them, you know what, might as well send one off right away. Now it is us who have double Fua. The difference is we need it. If you banned Cool Tune from using Fuelos, it would still be a top deck. Huh? You playing fucking Tri-Brigade? Lunalight? Ah, Lunalight. Is this part of the Lunalight engine, chat? Birds? I don't think this is Lunalight, chat. Oh, how retro. Tri-Brigade Lyrilusk. I remember back in the day, what was that, 10 years ago? Lynx had really started to find their footing after their initial band was like, you know, after Master Rule 420. It's been years. You know, the Switch is a retro console now, right, chat? It's been out for more than a decade. They can just put everything into, whatchamacallit, an assembled Nightingale, so I'm just gonna activate the second one here. And be like, if you make 1, I'm at least getting 2 back, or you could make nothing. There's so many darn birds on this field. I just want my opponent to yield. I wanna scream, Tweety, 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 it's a birdie. And it whistles every day, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bird Strike? That's Dark Ruler no more, but for birds. That is not the thing you normally add when you're going first, if you even play it at all. Oh. Fractal? Okay. Shoreg. That ain't Shoreg. That's Rugal or Samorg. Hello, Samorg. I didn't know you were still legal in this game. They're in the position we were. They're like, fuck it, I'm going for it. I wonder if they're playing the deck that can set up the infinite negate loop. I mean, shit. They might. Didn't that require a Union Carrier? I don't remember. Maybe. They need to open the Thunderbird. Maybe. Do we Ash here? No, we ashed the Samorg at the end of the turn. Oh wait, no, we're not gonna get a chance to because they're gonna make, UFD, right? End phase. So they've got 2 negates plus anything in hand. I get to keep all of this. Oh, why thank you. Plus the bird does offer protection. True! Okay, start with this. Yeah, to be fair, they needed Fulos more than me. Yeah, I suppose so. I'm in a precarious situation, unfortunately. I think what I need to do, Chad, is actually this. Because I got everything in hand. Instead of trying to go to the queen and hoping that resolves. Surveyor, yeah. We get Surveyor with the pendulum scale. It did not negate it. Then we try Perpetus with the pendulum scale. You got the 9 will have to negate. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Do I try to? Yeah, I think just wait. I steal it. That's no decent position. Another one. Okay. Oh, I didn't deal with them either. I think I need to do, actually. Yeah, there's lightning search stuff. They're of the opinion, like, he has a million extenders. Just hit him when he actually goes into something. So we can take advantage of that. Especially if we're going to be confusing. Before that, we just want to get a U on the field. Then we're going to make... Yeah, we're going to make U. This guy is so patient. The patience of a saint! I can swing that. Oh, he's doing it. Fuck. Yeah, we'll bump this off. I can expect I wouldn't hit anything like kill me. I don't think they can actually negate this, though. If we do Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3. Yeah, so I think I win here. I just have to be able to attack everything before the end. Because this negates everything. Battle phase, 4,000. Inflict damage. 3,000. Inflict damage. Inflict damage. Oh, the timer! Okay, there we go. Cheese and crackers. Oh, I mean, what can I say? They were a master baiter. They baited me into sitting there and trying to out stuff. I was like, what am I gonna do? I need to get to the 4D, but they have 2 negates on and they ain't negating anything. And I forgot I could just chain block. I forgot I could chain block until I got to the end. So we did it. We had another D to the 4D counter. We had another win to the win counter. An ordeal, to be certain.
Bill, nah. What's up? Isaac Newton! Begin!
You're probably wondering why I gathered you all here. Well, it's the 4th stream, and I have 4 ties, and that means absolutely nothing of significance. A weekend has passed since you've seen me last. I played a few duels. I was planning to do a lot during the weekend, but I decided that I didn't want to rank up into Diamond off camera. I think it would be better to actually see that. So I got right up in Platinum 1. We are 2 wins away from getting into Diamond 5, and I figure we'll do that. And likewise, while I could change out the deck now, we did have other ones. I think at least just to make sure that we can rank up, I don't want to try to learn a new version of the deck with new tech cards now. I think we get into Diamond 5 and then we change things up. So for now, we're sticking with what we had before. This was working over the weekend. It was working well enough before then to at least get us up into high platinum. So we're going to stick with this, try it out, and then once we get into Diamond, then we'll try something new. I might be losing my mind a little bit. This is only the first duel of the day, and they got killer tune sleeves, and they're about to activate something, so I'm probably gonna get, like, what's it called? Scratched out of my mind? Out of my mind! Fuck, man! But we did start with the 1-card Sharter, and I go for this. We do a thing. Pop, pop, Ghost Ogre. Ash Blossom. Well, I do have to stop that. Clipped, the one that eats the extra deck. I'm talking about the one that that activates during my turn. Is that clip? Add a dark contract. Yes. Okay. No droll. Okay, that's good. Copernicus. We're gonna Copernicus. Send the Lancer. He lances a lot. Bestial. We seen a Bestial incoming? Yep. That is unfortunate. That kind of sucks. It does. It keeps us from getting a lot of the extension that we were hoping for. However, we do get to... Do we want to do this? Yeah. It's better to take care of it now. Like, they will send one, but then that just gets us in the exact same position we were at anyway. Can they send it to the graveyard? Oh, okay. It goes to the extra deck. Okay. I've been interrupted, but this is still two monster sucks, a negate in the hand, plus Nibiru, plus Droll, plus the queen if something gets destroyed. Hello there. I mean, yeah, we'll do this. Just keep you off of a synchro, or keep you off of a monster on the field. Then immediately synchro. RS. Yeah, and I still have to destroy this, unfortunately. Yeah. And one of these while we're at it. Get this in the main monster zone. Get rid of Rico. I'm sorry, RS. They pop that. They pop a spell trap. They don't have another normal summon. And I have the third one of these. So I think I win. I think I just get this. No, they have Rico in hand. Scale. Yep, and they immediately, of course, they have another one in hand. And it's the one that pops a spell trap. A face down extra deck card, okay. Oh no, it's a monster. That does trigger Queen again, yeah. Another one. Queen is like my one resource that, like, they can't negate it because it activates in the extra deck. Is she a triple D? She is. Okay, we got it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All right, one more duel and we get into Diamond 5. We're close and we get to go first again. It's exactly what I want. And we're going against what I think is a green owl. I don't know. I haven't actually done this app. I've heard mixed things about it. Maybe someone in chat can tell me, is Duolingo any good? Okay, let's start by pretending that we're playing a completely different deck. Ho-ho! Yeah, we just add this. I always forget I was like, I can add Copernicus, right? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that actually because it plays into, whatchamacallit, Droll really badly. Okay, we try this. Veiler. Okay. That's fine-ish. Rico, or Clip. Everyone's Rico to me. Clip fairly early. The question is, what will they take out of the extra deck? And what's the other one? Okay, just to pop the monster. Okay, so they get a random banish, and they get to destroy my Kepler. Fortunately, I can combo through this. Machinex. I think I played 2 of them. Yeah, I've got 2 of them just in case. So they did not affect me this time. So let's Surveyor, send Necro Slime. Howdy, howdy. And then I'll use this to get the Queen. Queen activate. She gets Dark Contract with the Scared Doggo. Then we blow up the Queen. I'm gonna go into that. Activate Scale Surveyor. We can make it level 2. Or level 4, I guess. Then we get Wise King Solomon, the wisest of the kings. If you don't think he's wise, then get out of here. Let's go ahead and just get our other free extender. Then we go ahead into Marksman King Tell. He's pretty cool, I can tell. I'm gonna send off these 2. Let's go ahead and chain link 1. Chain link a 2. Okay, for a second I was like, do they have another Veiler that they've been saving up? Yeah, we want to go for you and you this time. And I think we just send, I think we send a Griffin. So we'll go ahead and make this. We're going to Pendulum Shokan, these 2. So there's 1, there's 2. We will activate this because we don't need the Kepler. Hopefully we draw into a hand trap. And we'll use this here to get back the Doggo. Oh, I could have had the Doggo twice. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. I think we're still good. Perulia does not help. Let's go for the Siegfried. Then it's fusion time, baby. Then Alfred, make... It's funny, I can make the other one. We're going to pop this so we get the extra Pendulum Summon. Then we can Pendulum Summon, because that'll trigger this to bring back the other one. And then that, when it's summoned from the graveyard, will get us the trap, so we can end on that. And they surrendered. Yeah, we get the trap, we overlay for Wave High King Caesar, then we overlay the 2 Griffins for our other level 4, and put a Machinex on top of that. So then we have 3 disruptions from Machinex, plus the trap, plus Siegfried, Wave High, Zeus Ragnarok. Absolutely devastating. So, you know, if you go first, and you win the coin toss, and you get the extension, you can do the thing. Now the question is, will we be able to do that thing all the way up through Diamond? Hard to say, hard to leg. The only way to find is to find out. They can't all be bangers. Alright gamers, now that we've made it into Diamond 5, it's finally time to switch things up and see if we can build a more competitive DD deck. And as I said earlier in the episode, there were 2 main variants, and after discussing it with Twitch chat and having a little poll, we decided on this one, all extenders. And the idea here is just all gas. We're playing every card that's like a 2-card combo, and just hoping if we go second and we don't open a hand trap, that being able to activate like 5 things from our hand will be enough to play through whatever disruption they have. So in addition to bumping it up to 3 Griffin, 3 Scale Surveyor, 3 Count Surveyor, we're also playing Swirl Slime. It's, if this is in your hand, you can fusion summon a DDD by discarding this and another card, which lets you get a whole bunch of stuff in the graveyard, and in addition addition to the things we already had, like Lance Soldier and Swirl Slime and Kind of Griffin that are good in the graveyard, we've also added Defense Soldier, which you can banish from the graveyard to add a DD Pendulum from your extra deck or graveyard to your hand, which can actually be pretty useful in certain situations. Also, if this gets on the field, in addition to being a level 4, it can summon a monster out of our pendulum zone. So if we end up in one of those situations where like we've activated Machinex, put the Dark Contract, and then they like ash this, we can get this out and then finally get our scales with Gilgamesh. So it has some uses, especially in this build where it's all the monsters in the world. And you may have noticed we've gone down to 1 Dark Contract with the gate. The idea behind this, right, is that if you normal summon Kepler and they Ash Blossom it, you still have a monster on board, and then you can extend with any of your other DDD monsters that special summon themselves. But if you activate this, and this is like your only starter, then it's just dead on field and it doesn't do anything. So we're prioritizing having all the monsters that extend and just searching this out when we need it. Will it work? Hard to say, hard to leg. Especially with the Dominus Impulse. We put this back in here because I think it'll be really good against Cool Tune, but there's only one way to find out. So we'll go ahead and jump on ladder. This is Mark II, all extenders, and let's see if we can use the gas, like Initial D style. Speed. Boom boom ba-da-da-dun-da-da-dun-da-dun-dun-dun. Oh, I lost the coin toss, but they're making me go. Interesting. I'm curious what this is. They're gonna feel disappointed if that's their name. I was like, I'm prepared for the super fast. Their name is Giga Fast. They've got the cow. I was like, they're gonna be rolling around at the speed of sound. Let's try this first. If they have Ghost Ogre or Ash, this baits it out. Because we've already got an extender. Yeah, we just go for this. Just in case. And then we reveal that we already had this. Charmy or Maxi. Yeah, entirely possible. Ash. Ah, they saved it. Well, you know, chat, I talked about this before. This is the perfect case where now this is good. Previously, we'd be stuck with this in our hand, but now we can normal summon DD Defense Soldier and target a card in our Pendulum Zone and summon it. And that gets this out of our Pendulum Zone. So now we can make Garugamesh and get our scales together. So there you go. Now, we're still in a little bit of a tricky pickle. Let's go ahead. I think what we want to do still is the same old song and dance. Yeah. We get this. We get you. And they surrendered. Yeah, so not much to that, but then we get back to level 4, we can pendulum summon this guy that's also a level 4, we go into Wise King Solomon, have we used our normal summon? We have, but we can get to a second pendulum, and we can get stuff in the graveyard. So I think we can still make our way, if not to full combo, to mostly full combo. All thanks to that guy, who, by the way, we would have searched if we didn't already have him. Although even the slime ensures that we don't have to get the Necro slime, because we could use it from hand and then make Alfred, and Alfred can shuffle back, so pretty nice, pretty nice. Oh, we're already about to rank up. The 4 ties must be working. I want to be like, oh, well, the extension is really good, but it hasn't been. It's been, we go first, we start the combo, people surrender, or we go second. No, actually, we haven't gone second. It's just been go first, people surrender. Yeah, and unironically, we just activate this now because between K9 and Killer Toon, our opponents can do a whole lot of shit. Okay. This is a weird one, Mr. Grinch. I think what we want to do, we're going to start with Swirl Slime. This is going to be really weird. So activate this, and we're going to make Genghis. Yeah. Using this and the Oblivion in our hand. And then the Swirl Slime can be banished to special summon a DDD from our hand. So we're going to summon this. That's going to trigger the Search from You, and this will bring back the Ragnarok. So we're summoning this, and holy shit! Vegan the Hedgehog, thank you for the 10 gifted subs! And if you didn't get one, you gotta type evaded in the chat. You have dodged your way out of this one. W for the vegan. Let's go ahead. We're gonna get Dark Contract with the Spooky Ookie. Yeah, this is where it's such a weird juncture. I can't get to Wise King Solomon because I have no level 4s. I can make fucking Kali Yuga for all the good that'll do me. We just go straight into Zeus? No, okay. We blow this up first. And I think what we get is actually Kepler. We get Kepler. Kepler gets us the other Dark Contract. Then we're going to Pendulum Shokan. We go into Gilgamesh. We're going to use this. We're going to get the Queen and the Scale. Well, we got the second one now. We're going to get back, not Lance Soldier. I'm going to get Copernicus. I haven't normal summoned yet. Now we get to Wise King Solomon for all the good that it does us. Okay, pretty good setup. Not the best. We had a wonky hand. I could have ended on Siegfried as well. We'll see if that made any difference. It would have made a difference. It wouldn't have made a difference. Nothing really mattered. Anyone can see. At least we didn't get hit with, like, the triple guy, right? Yeah, we ain't activating that. The Dark Door! Because it summons, I can negate it with High King Caesar! Take that, Illusion Gate! You sent the wrong thing, buddy! And now my Gilgamesh is big! Tenpai, again. Againpai. Oh, you thought this was once per turn? You must be out of your goddamn mind. Even bigger! We're the hugest chunguses! Oh, this gets to bring it back. Lol, he said. Lamau, even. We did it. We got it. That's the important part. I forgot how much I forgot that was a rank up. There we go. Huzzah. I was trying to think if there's a way we could make the second Gilgamesh and then also have this as just like a backup, but I don't think... There might have been a way to do it, but it would have been weird. We would have had to give up our scales, and I don't really want to give up our scales. And Kepler is here to watch. Hopefully they don't do piercing. Yeah, I'll allow it. Yep, it's Hero. Can we just ash that? Yeah. This lets them get anything, so they could fix like a broken hand, potentially. Yeah, and I think we do use this on that. Maybe it's a waste if they have Raigeki. But this can negate like all the fusion spells, and this gets rid of the monsters. Okay, so they get in a thing regardless. Stratos! Exdominos! Normal summon Stratos, the motion picture. Do we just steal... Yeah, we do one of these. Just keep them off monsters. Don't let them know we got the trap until we need it. Oh. Effect in hand. That's a chance to use this. What do we send? You and you. I mean, yes, I will also be stopping that. Kepler, become bigger than you've ever believed! A second one. Oh, but they've got the malicious. Ah, Blos. Does this target? Yeah. So I need to wait for them to try to blow stuff up or something. Slurp. Oh, buddy. Wrong move, bucko. Give me your Phoenix Enforcer. You don't deserve them. Yoink. Destroy a card? Nah. Have your Stratos back. I don't even want them. One malicious against the world. Yeah, I'll use this effect. Give me back my Kepler. He's now DDD, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. They put up a surprisingly valiant fight, considering that, like, all they had was heroes and no board breakers. Like, I only had one bit of removal left, plus, I guess, the queen. I mean, they would have to do a lot to eat through all of this, but, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good for a hero player. We've opened Maxi. True Gamer Mode activated. Okay. Cool. Ah, Rose Whip. Well, first things first. Let's try this. Magic is a pricey game to play. Yeah, only if you buy the real cards. Loudness War. What does this one do? So we get this, and we put this in the graveyard. Do any of these, like, stop Rose Whip from being destroyed by battle or anything? Oh, they just blow that up. You can place, activate, hold up. So there's my one. Ghost Ogre. I should have known it would be Ogre now. Okay, normal summon Kepler, activate. Then we Swirl Slime. Special summon from our hand. And then we go into Gilgamesh, who also places the scales. They do not activate. Destroy it? Sure, buddy. And then Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. Other tuners can't be destroyed by card effects, but I can destroy this one with card effects. And then Gilgamesh lets me get literally anything. We go Marksman. And Clip. And another Rico. Another RS. That's unfortunate. We will return this to our hand. I think we do go to battle here. No, not quite yet. Yeah. We go into the second Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh sends the Swirl Slime. Swirl Slime makes Alfred. Okay, they negate. We go to battle. We hit over the Rose Whip. Main phase 2. Okay, we activate this. And we make Machinex. I thought there was a way to get this into the extra deck, but it's not here as far as I can see. During your standby, you can place it. Okay. Oh, they doing that now? I mean... yeah, I'll take Rico. I'm negated. Then that targets this. Activate, blow up the JJ. Triple Tactics talents. Draw 2! Alright, what you drawing, buddy? Ah. I mean, I'm gonna keep you off of that if I can. Oh, I'm negated. I forgot about that. Yeah, I think once they destroy the guy, all we do is hit Gearfried, because then we'll have a... wait, where's our fusion? I thought we fusioned at some point. Did they all get bounced back? Oh, he's attached to that. Okay. Battle phase. Hit the Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effect. Summon the Synchro out of our extra deck. Quick effect, choose 2. Gotcha. Griffin, that's pretty good. Sure, buddy, sure. All the draw cards, all the draw cards. Does the field spell do anything worth popping for? Yes. Crackle. Fuck, now they get to look at the extra deck. And they get a random. Will they see it? Yeah. Yeah. But they're in defense. I can just blow them up, right? Yeah, they get to look, but... Yeah, we just give them no draws, right? Like, we have a spell trap negate. How are they going to synchro with one card? I think the only starters they have that get them going are spell traps, and we have the Siegfried. There we go! All the extension in the world will work! You just gotta believe! You just gotta be willing to play through all the killer tunes! Alright, one more win and we rank up into Diamond 3 and we get to go first. That's a good sign. Will we be able to do the go first thing and go first and we go first while I sing? Maybe. I guess we'll have to find out. Loading times, am I right? Okay. As always, it's just, you know, might as well. If they summon a cool tune, we can get a thing. We do have infinite, well, not infinite, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 things we can do, depending on how much hand trap stuff they have. Hello. It's me. I would like a dark contract, please. Veiler. Okay. Gotcha. This gets a DD monster with 0 attack from my deck to my hand. Yeah, that don't get me to the girl, but it does still do some stuff. Okay. Activate Count Surveyor. Send off the Lance Soldier. It does get Queen? Oh, 0 attack or defense. Okay. Haha! The clip! Synchro all you want. It will only make me stronger. I mean, it won't only make me stronger, but it will make me... I mean, I'll get a draw. And since my deck is all extension, hopefully those draws will be good. Dark Contract with the critter. Ooh, with an Ash. Okay, so they didn't have a good target in their hand. And now I have an Ash. They're just hoping to get something out of the extra deck. Either that or they have 2 Ashes. Like ashes to fire. Okay, 2 cards out of the extra, 1 temporary. Oh, Solomon's a bad hit. And Wave High. Okay. So I don't need to worry about the fusions as much. Okay, let's just get a U. Yep, should have kept that Ash, I tell you what. We just get something else in the graveyard. We have to focus on getting to the trap. So we're gonna put U in the graveyard. Then we're going to make Gilgamesh. Yeah, we just going for the same old song and dance. Oh, but if we do this, we won't be able to bring back with Clovis. We need a dark contract on the field. Ah, that's really unfortunate. Okay, we're still pretty good. Yeah, and I think if they destroy Gilgamesh, we just want to hit a fusion, so that way we have one in the graveyard. Yeah, we'll Ash that. It's so weird to say no wave high. They banished it, what can I say? Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. We still could have gotten to Caesar if we wanted to. Yeah, I think we could have. If I had gotten to... Yeah, if I had done the fusion stuff, I was like, I don't want to do that because I don't have a payoff for it. But I could have made Genghis by shuffling the other Genghis back. I'll allow it. Hello there. Get out of here, please. But it came back. This is banished. Yeah, I'll get some dark contracts back. I appreciate it. Thank you. That'll be very useful next turn. How nice of them, chat. It's free! Yeah, you can't just be banishing my shit all willy-nilly. Some of my stuff gets effects when it's banished. All right. Going up to Diamond 3, we're doing pretty good so far. We got a pretty nice win rate against the killer tune. I'm learning.
What's it? That is somebody. Begin.
Alright, employees, here we are at the dawn of the penultimate stream. Only 2 chances remain to make it into Master 1, and so far we're doing pretty good. You know, last time, the all-extenders version of the deck did surprisingly well. We didn't win all of our duels, but we won a lot more than we lost, and we won against Kewl, which is very important. That being said, I did want to try out the other version of the deck. As good as this is, we need to try both so that we can decide which is the best one to play on the last stream. So this time we're doing DDD Mark III all starters. And this has basically the exact opposite philosophy as last time. Last time we were playing all the extenders and just hoping that whatever board our opponent built, we would be able to kill them through that, which worked surprisingly well. This time, we're trying to stop them with hand trap. We've gotten rid of a lot of the one-ofs, a lot of the extenders. Anything that's not absolutely necessary for the combo has been stripped away. And we've also taken out the trap, so we have 1 less end piece, but, you know, we've already got enough pieces just with the monsters on board that we should be able to defeat our opponent if we go first. So the idea is, if we go second, we've got 3 Perulia, we've got 3 Fuelos, we've got Ash Blossom, of course, Maxi, 2 Droll, and then we've also added in Ghost Spell and the Dominus Impulse. This we might end up changing out. We'll see. It is really good against Kewl, but with how many other hand traps we have here, we may want to switch them out for like more Nibiru's or something else. But with all these, we should be able to open with like 3 hand traps and 2 starters. And then our starters are just going crazy. Basically, we know that if we can get to Doom Queen Machinex, we have full combo. So we have 3 of her, we have 2 Dark Spirit Mastery, which searches her, 2 Nightmare Throne, which searches her, Dark Contract searches her, and then Kepler searches the Dark Contracts. So we have a million ways to get to Queen and a million hand traps, and hopefully we just open the right ratios. So let's jump in with this on Diamond 3 and see if it does any better than the previous versions. Alright, so far we have not been doing good with this deck, unfortunately. At least we get to go first. This is our second time we've almost ranked down. And it's just been a case of, we don't have any extenders, so even if we have multiple starters, if they're smart about using stuff, then we have trouble. Okay, we activate this right away in case they're on Killer Tune, or K9, or I guess Draco Tail. Anything really. Then we activate this. Let's go ahead. We get you. Okay, and they surrender. Ugh. High stress environment. And yeah, that's the wins that we've gotten so far today have been entirely that. It's been, we start to combo and they're like, fuck, I ain't dealing with this, and they leave. Alright, so far this version of the deck has not been doing well. It is very susceptible to choke points, and having all the hand traps hasn't been as good. But I think that might be just because we had the wrong hand traps. So we're gonna try this, and we've switched things up a bit. We've taken out 1 Perulia, so now we've got 6 Maxis total. And we've also taken out the Dominus Impulse. As good as it is, cutting off all the other hand traps sucks, especially in a deck that has so many of them. I'd rather just have a large variety. Not only because a lot of these are once per turns, that way we're less likely to draw into them if we get some of our Charmy cards or the Maxi that draws us into them, but also it makes Crossout Designator better. And normally I'm not the kind of person to play a bunch of 1-ofs for Designator, but if we're already playing 18 hand traps and we want a variety, we might as well put in like 1 Effect Veiler, 1 Ghost Mourner, 1 Nibiru, 2 Ghost Ogre, and that way no matter what they have, we should be able to stop it. Traps like Infinite Impermanence have seen a big downtick because Killer Tune specifically, Imperm doesn't do a whole lot against it, and also they don't run it because they need to run all the tuners, and a lot of the hand traps are tuners. So we've now got a much wider variety of hand traps. We're still on the same number of starters. Let's see if this improves things at all, and we'll jump back onto it. Alright, another duel, go in second. We've got 2 starters, 3 hand traps. This is exactly what we're looking for. Go Fuelos. If they do nothing, we should be good. Oh, it's called by. It's just called by with fundamental differences. Adios. Also, I'm still a little too big. Let's just whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Ah, I see. World Legacy, when a monster that was on the field was special summoned. Yeah, I might as well. And then we've got to pretend like we have no Nibiru. Chain is off. They will not be getting notifications. Toggle do feel like cheating sometimes, yeah. What? Who's laughing now, chat? Someone said the troll was useless. The fuck? Is before the end of the main phase. Yeah. Yeah, now they have to decide, like, do they want a Link on board, or do they want a, so the counter trap is live, or do they want to make Dingirsu to get rid of the rock? Oh wait, they could just do both. A very long Girsu. Okay. Alright, we baited that out. Yeah, I think we may still lose this, unfortunately. Oh, I'm dumb, aren't I? No, I'm not. They activated it, they did it on the activation, not the search effect. So I still get to search. Let's go for Soldier. Then you can destroy one card on the field. Hold up. Pop, pop. That is a nice babble you have there. Be a shame if someone destroyed it. All right, we finally got him out. We did it. Oh, I'm gonna rank up. We've been so close to not ranking up that I thought this wasn't going to happen. All right. I'm ready. I'm eager. I've got my 5 ties on. They call me 5 ties Joe. Oddly enough, they called me that in high school too, and I don't know why. This is a weird one, Mr. Grinch. Let's just activate this and hope it baits out the Ash. Yo, what up? It's me, fucker. Howdy, howdy. Well, this isn't you, Bell, at all! Okay, we get this. Give me a dark contract, please. Fortunately, we do have one extender, which is part of the combo, but we can get it here because we've already got Machinex. So if they kill Machinex, we're not as dead. P-scale. Dark contract with the scared pupper. Well, I didn't expect that, chat. We do have to stop that. I need the graveyard. You got your one of. I see I've got my one of too. Maxi? Hardly likely. Sorry, I'm just the better gamer. Yu-Gi-Oh! And, you know, with that, we rank up. The hand trap version, it did, you know, we had the hand traps. What can I say? Diamond 2, way to do. If you haven't watched it, you hit no. Yeah, we're doing a little poll on the Twitch chat to see if people have checked out my new show, Fill in the Jank. Which is very fun. If somehow you haven't, if you're subscribed and you haven't watched Fill in the Jank, I would highly recommend you do so. It's a very fun time. A good fun time. Ah, I'm going second. Yeah, I'll Ash Blossom this, and then I'll also discard Perulia. Is this Ryziel? How retro. Hey, there's one. No, it's a shark. Yeah, guess what? Ghost Ogre. Good luck making a rank 4 now. I don't think the effect resolves, yeah, because you don't have... All the hand traps. All the hand traps. Oh. Oh, I see. I thought we were playing sharks. No, no, no. We were playing the Crooked Cook. They were trying to put me in prison, chat. They were trying to stall forever until the final countdown. Now it's worth including. I was like, that duel's not worth including. Nothing interesting happened. It did. We just didn't realize it at the time, but we were narrowly avoiding death. All right. One more win and we rank up to Diamond 1. We've been doing good. We get to go first again. After the initial, the first 10 duels today, the first hour or whatever was pretty brutal. But after that, you know, we're doing all right. All right. Very interesting hand. Let's go ahead and start with this. Pardon me. Let's see if we can get a dark contract. We can. Okay, no droll. I feel like we haven't run into that in like forever. Yeah, we just use this to get Griffin, right? And there's no reason to set another one. Yeah, because that'll only potentially do more damage to us. So we're going to pop this. Alright, they didn't save the Ash for that. Yeah, looks like we just got full combo. I'll come back if something changes, but it's the same old song and dance we've done before. Alright, full combo. Draw 2 cards, then if you have one, I'll allow it. There's a chance they draw into something. Plus we want to save this for like a forbidden droplet, possibly. Yeah, Sky Striker. I was worried about that. Sky Striker has been known to completely devastate us. However, Droll Lock puts you in a very bad position. I mean, they can still do stuff, it depends what they've got, but that puts them in a very hard situation. The only real advantage to playing something like that, yeah, I do have to try to negate this. And there's the droplet.
1 hour later.
Boom. They thinking. They reading everything here.
2 hours later.
He's Abraham thinking over here, I tell you what. He's thinking for 7 years. He's dusting off his beard and tipping his top hat, if you know what I mean.
3 hours later.
They might just be timer stalling. Possibly. Yeah, I mean, the longer they wait, right, the harder it's going to be, because this board is not going to be something you tear down easily, I imagine. Okay, 2. So they get to negate 2 things and steal a 3rd thing. They are negating High King Caesar. Yeah, that's the one thing, if they stole that, it would be able to negate, Gilgamesh, and they're not doing that. I was worried they would, steal this. The Caesar, I think they can still activate. Oh, they stole the Gilgamesh. Okay. Gotcha. They just linking off. They just Linkin Park over here. Because in the end, it doesn't really matter. Hayate, okay. Yeah, I'll just let them send to the graveyard, and I'll hit the Kagari with this. Linkage. Kill that. Yeah. We'll do this in the battle phase so they can't, like, dodge out easily. Yeah. Unfortunately, they didn't stand a chance. We got everything, and we got our full duel pass. Oh, and that was a rank up. Fuck. I was like, that's probably not interesting enough to show, but we have to show, like, all the rank ups. We'll just have to skip past a lot of it. A lot of it we were just waiting, just patiently waiting. Okay. Diamond 1. 1 more rank, and we get into Master. We're on our way, baby. It's fine. Zen, I have 5 ties. Damn it! It's good. We've still got all the hand traps. Just because we're going second doesn't mean we automatically lose, even if it does put us on the back foot. Yeah, look at all this. We got all the hand traps in the world, including the good one. It is really interesting to see formats where Perulia is good versus other formats. Ash Blossom. All right. Well, in that case, here's my other one. Do we have the called by as well? No, they are not just the better gamer. All right. We just have to see what they do. Yummy, of course. What do I Ghost Ogre with Yummy? Is it the field spell? Do I hit the field spell or the link? I think it's the link, right? Because, no, the field spell just gets them back the card though, doesn't it? Related cards. Oh, it's if you control a link 1. Yeah, he needs the link to do that. So we Ghost Ogre, they get the field spell, it doesn't do anything. Triple tack, fuck. They just gonna look and be like, okay, I've got a hand trap, let's see what you got. Do they know which is the better starter though? The thing is, I'd see this and be like, shit, destroy a card and then summon one from the deck? That's an amazing starter. Of course, if they have Ash in their hand, then they're like, go ahead, keep that. The other one does require, yeah, shuffle back the Zero King. Yeah, the actual take was Dark Spirit Mastery because that gets us to a starter and Zero King does not. A second roll. Of course, if they have Ash, nothing really matters. So we've just got to hope they don't have Ash here. They had Ash here. Yeah, and if that's the Yummy trap where they just add stuff back, we're in danger. Huh. What the fuck could that... It's a Charmy. It's a Charmy. They're setting it there. Alright, that is another starter. What could that set card be? If it's waiting, I think the set card is just cross out Designator. It's just a bluff. I don't think there's anything else they could... It could be the Yummy quick play, yeah. Could be called by... We're kepping normal salmon. Activate. Add the Dark Contract. It was in perm. Why did they have waiting? What were they waiting on? Yep, we just gotta pass. I mean, we didn't have any alternative regardless. Yep, just a Fuelos. Why didn't you do that Oh, because they didn't have anything else in hand, and now they have a Yummy. Fuck, man. Ah! If only we could have gone first! Yeah, why didn't they do that before? Yeah, we do still droll here. Because it stops them from getting the cup. Why haven't I been given the chance to resolve? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think Droll saves us because they can use this to tag out now, which gives them more advantage in other ways. But they've already used the Marshmallow, and all the Cookie does is blow this up, which already has 0 attack. Yeah, that's it. Ah! Think of what could have been! Why did Master Duel have to disconnect me? Alright, so after going on a win streak with this deck and getting all the way up to knocking on the door to Master 5, we ended up going on a big lose streak and then getting knocked all the way back down into Diamond 2 again. So, you know, I feel like we gave this a fair shake. We spent a whole stream on it, but really just not a good version of the deck. It's every single duel, or not every single duel, but every single duel I lost, I felt myself wishing that I had some way to extend some other card in my hand other than just another copy of a card that gets me to Machinex, because if they know that the Queen Machinex is what you stop, and they stop it, then you've just lost. I don't know what you're supposed to do against people who know the deck, and also I guess in Master Duel everyone's playing Ash. So I would probably say the default version is better than this version, and I think the extender one is definitely the one we'll be going in next stream. So I'm done for now, but we'll try the other version next stream, and maybe we can make it up into Master. Hard to say, hard to leg.
So, foresight!
And here we are, shareholders. dawn of the final day. We have one more stream to get into Master. A weekend has passed since you've seen me last, and while I did play a few duels over the weekend, they didn't go very well. I lost a lot more than I won, and I was worried about D ranking, so I didn't play much further. And that was with us going back to the old version of the deck that worked so well, the all extenders. I still think this is the superior way to play the deck. I'm going to try it again. I did make one small change though, which I removed one copy of Dominus Impulse. I do think this card is really good. I do think it's worth playing in this format, but because it locks you, I decided to only put it down to 2. It's much more useful as something that you draw off of like a Charmy or a Maxi than it is to like have something consistently in your opening hand. So we're gonna try this out. Maybe we'll change things up a little bit. There are some consistency tools, like maybe I don't need Defense Soldier, maybe I don't need Orthos, and I could put in something like one of the other Charmies, like a Perulia or something like that. I'm still not quite sure about Kali Yuga. It hasn't been as useful as I would like, so we may change things up, but honestly, it just kind of feels like we're turning a corner in terms of power creep. Maybe I should save this for the end of the video, but it really does feel like we finally come into the future that tier limit format kind of promised. The decks that have 0 turn plays that don't really die to max C, specifically because if you do that, they can just wait and play on your turn, out of the hand. They don't really need to set up a field. And that used to be almost exclusive to tier limit. There was a little bit of that with Rescue Ace, but that was never what they were good at. But now that you have Cool Tune, K9, Vanquish Soul, Draco Tail, all of these decks that can play with these 0 turn plays, it feels almost like the one card starter revolution that we had like a couple years ago, where there's just this divide between a deck that can play on the 0th turn and decks that can't. And as good as this is, as great as it is being a combo deck with so many 1 card starters, that's simply not enough anymore. You need to also have this additional thing if you want to be competitive. I'm still going to try to get up in Master, go as far as we can. We'll probably be going late today, but it feels like we're just a little bit behind the curve. I guess we'll find out though. Let's jump on the ladder and see what we got. And now if I lose a rank, I lose a duel, I lose a rank. I get to go first again, but the last time that happened, they max-seed me. I cannot beat the Maxi. I do have 1 starter and something that stops Maxi. And my opponent's a fake bowler, so, you know, what are the chances? Yeah, I have to. I still die to Ash, so if they have Ash too, then I'm like, mega ultra screwed. But like, if I let them resolve, then they draw into Perulia. And they've got something else. Is it just a Maxi? You summon from the hand maybe once. I summon from the hand a lot. I have like 4 cards that special summon out of the hand. It's how I make extenders. Yeah, we go with this. Okay. If they Ash there, we're not totally dead. Just mostly dead. Yeah, I mean, at this case, we just hope that this is enough. What's with all the Kashtiras? I look at the top 5. Not a single one of among them, so they can banish whatever. It doesn't really affect me. Oh, I guess Orthos is a one of. Just get rid of another Scale Surveyor. What, you think the max, or you think the Imperm's gonna help you here, buddy? I don't have a monster to negate. Thanks for the free tuner. I will take 1,000. No, we don't want to summon this. Because then I'll have an Imperm target and I won't be able to search. We want Scale Surveyor. Because if this is sent to the graveyard or added. Yeah. Droll. Okay, but that's everything. I think we're still good. We don't get to draw off of this. But if we use this and we discard the Surveyor, then the Surveyor will bounce back the Queen, and we can activate the queen to get the other one. We'll get to look at the top 5 again. Well, there's a one of they could take. Grok, which DDD card is best to banish? I mean, they did pick the right one. Okay, so we activate this. Since it was activated this turn, we can put the Dark Contract with the Scared Doggo. We can activate the Scared Doggo to pop the Doom Queen. Summon out of the deck. Let's go for Copernicus. Copernicus, send a card to the graveyard, please. Get in permed. Nope, okay. Necro Slime. Then we're going to Lance Soldier. Destroy this. That'll trigger the Machinex in the extra deck. That's a non-targeting destruction. So I think I could just get rid of the back row now, and then I don't have to worry about anything. Oh, it's preparations. Okay, so they were even more screwed than they thought. So we make this level 4, and then we just go Wave High into King Tell into Surrender. Okay, we don't rank down this time. Huzzahs all around. Whoosh. We're ready. The ties are flapping. Ooh, it's a high-stakes game for both of us, and I'm going first. I'm so sorry, Sid. You are having a bad day, and I feel bad. Why the multiple ties? Because we need to be professional. We're playing the CEO deck. This is an interesting one. Yeah, because I'm going to end up with something on the field either way. So yeah, we just go ahead and do this now. Okay. And then this needs to resolve or we're doomed. Go Skull! Maxi. Ash Blossom? I'm just a gamer in the world. Go this. Search. Please, 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 please. Alright, okay. Always get Machinex first in case they have Droll. They do have Droll. That's fine, we can still play around Droll. We can't do the full combo, but we can do stuff and things. Guys, yeah, and this doesn't do anything. Okay. Not the greatest setup, but we got it. This is still for, like, a half, negations. Okay, we're up against Mitsurugi. Fortunately, Wave High King Caesar is, like, the best thing you could get against Mitsurugi. Something tells me I should do this here. Yeah, activate in the hand? No, no, no. Let me banish you and you. Oh, I should have kept a pendulum. I should have banished the link. There we go. All right, we got it. Not the most exciting duel, but it allows us to rank back into Diamond 1. We just need to keep this momentum into Master. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I feel like we're not getting a whole lot of, like, awful brick hands, or if we are, we're bricking on stuff that's, like, essential for the deck. Well, I mean, yeah, might as well. It sucks that that's the only way we can perhaps... Oh, no! The one deck that doesn't care! I mean, I guess it means they won't get on the fusion. So there's that. Or if they do, they give us, what, 3 cards? They ain't doing that. Yeah, just set 4, pass. Shit sucks! Yep, here comes every solemn ever printed. Okay, we start with this. Doesn't look like they have Solemn Judgment. Regular ass in perm. Alright. I think we have to do it this way. Song of the Dominators, and they've already got a trap, so they can add another one. And Apophyses can't be destroyed by battle. So it's not like I can't even just like run over the Apophyses and hope. Yeah, I think we go for this. It'll almost certainly make a negate, but we have scales regardless, so we can extend from here. Okay, they go for the Swamp Deity. Okay, then we try Doom Queen. We activate the Queen. We set Dark Contract. Okay, so what we do is we put this in the Pendulum scale. We Pendulum Shokan. We activate this. Yeah. Send that, although Orthos is in there, which sucks. We do it like this. We activate the Ragnarok. We, blow up this. Second Pendulum Summon. Yeah. Now we can make Alfred using this. Alfred can make Genghis by shuffling these two back. Then we trigger Genghis by summoning the second Gilgamesh. That triggers Genghis. Genghis brings back Orthos. And then Orthos and this allow me to make Cursed King Siegfried. So I have a spell trap negate. Then we go into Wave High. Now just punch man for infinite damage. Oh yeah. Battle phase. Fuck you! I said fuck you, Odeon! Get out of here! Crush tiny man. I don't think this is enough to kill him. We've punched Odeon in the face a dozen times and he's still like, I didn't hear no bell. Okay. Then we go Wave High. And then we go Divisor Machinex. Can you put the negate on the trap monster to put it back in the back row? I didn't think about that. Maybe I should have. Yeah, there's still traps, but it would stop the effect that keeps it from being a monster, so it would go into the back row and do nothing. Yeah, I'll use this. It's a pity I don't have the queen in the extra deck. What if man is in defense? What do we do? Eat. Negate the field spell. Is the field spell what gives him his powers? Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna lose it anyway. It's not Temple of the Kings if it's negated. Ah. Then yeah, that would have been the better way to clear the whole field. Huh. Why that? They've got so many cards. No! Yeah, this is the unfortunate problem we often find ourselves in. Yeah. Not quite, friend. Ha-ha! Just barely! We escape! Fuck your snakes! And then I think once we've gotten rid of most of their back row, we just have to risk it on making the 4x D. We never get there, but maybe one of these days. Alright. Someone else is trying to get into Master, but we get to go first. Will we crush their dreams, or be a stepping stone into the future? Only time will tell, Legos. Ah, I don't recognize these sleeves. They look slick. This is an interesting hand we've got here. Yeah, we start with this. Hello. We're gonna go for you. Draw. Unfortunate, but understandable. Pendulum scale. I think we do just activate another one from the... Oh, we only have one. I keep forgetting. Alright. activate, pop, pop. We summon Copernicus. Copernicus sends nothing because Imperm or Valor. No? Okay. Lancer. We go Lancer. Pop this. Summon it out. And then we do activate this because we didn't have another extender. Then we use these two to make Wave High. I'm sorry, not Wave High, Gilgamesh. Oh! Oh, I see. Herald of Orange Light. Alright. That is unfortunate. However, I do get to trigger this. And I think the right move to do here is to get Caesar. Because we can Caesar into King Tell. Into Divisor. Then we activate Griffin. Special summon. We go into Clovis here. No White Armageddon. I don't have it in this version of the deck. Bring back the Lancer. Go into Siegfried. Oh yeah, I should have done this in a different order. Oh, Necro is the other fusion. Gotcha. Yeah, I already have the other. Okay, gotcha. Then we make Alfred. I think we just get this because it has the most defense. Then we wave high. This is a lot of interaction for a 3-card hand. Yeah, we've got 5 disruptions for their 3-card hand. We're more than good, even if Clovis is just sitting here man-spreading on everyone. I mean, yeah, I'll stop that. Not bad into 3 hand traps. I was just 2. It was 2, it's just one of those 2 cost them several. Yeah, we'll stop that. Yeah. That's the risk you take with the Heralds. The Heralds can be really impactful, but because they cost you a card, you gotta make sure it'll stop me. If it don't stop me, then you're doomed. Just been chillin'. I'm glad you can enjoy the dulcet tones of Hardleg Joe with his top 20 classic hits. Fuck, what's a top 20 classic hit? I know they exist. Yep, I'm going second and all I got is an Ash. I mean, that's a good Ash target, though. You just gotta hope they don't have the 2 of Temple of the Kings. Fly me to the moon. Let me swing among the stars. Can you tell me what life is like on Jupiter and Mars? In other words... set me free. I still like the fly me to the moon. Let me kick its fucking ass. Let me show it what I learned in my moon jujitsu class. In other words, catch these hands. In other words, coward, fight me. It was from there was a guy who, like, he really, really didn't like the moon. He's like, the moon is so underrated. And then he made that on Twitter and it got like 1 million upvotes. And he was like, wow, this really blew up. Wish the moon would. We're doing stuff. We're going. What do I summon here? I've already got this, so I don't need that. Okay, I think I summon Orthos. Then I activate Scale Surveyor. I make Scale Surveyor level 4. It's your boy Siegfried, coming at you again with the Spell Trap negates. Normal summon. Oh, it's a Solemn. I see, one of those is a Solemn. Okay, let's go. We're sending Lance Soldier. We are activating the Lance Soldier. We are popping this in attack mode, because I'm not afraid to die. And that triggers the Machinex, or the Doom Queen. I mean, they're both Machinex. And I think the Solemn is the middle card. You magnificent bastard, I read your book! You can't fool me! I am the gingerbread man! Wise King Solomon, he summons against the snakes. If you don't like Solomon, you must be fake. Ah! I was wondering why he wasn't confused. Danger, danger. Trip a thigh burn, you rat bastard. I know what I gotta do, chat. Alfred, the divine sage. Gotcha. If you link summon, he kills me. I'm aware of that. Let's go for Griffin. Yeah, actually, hold on. But it came back. We doing this again, boyos. And girlos. Yep, we've got all the bait. Oh, I need to have taken effect damage this turn. Okay. Well, they gonna get it. You want to negate a link summon? Here, negate a link summon. I think we just send one of these in case we draw something next turn. This is only once per turn, right? It is time! Summon forth the ultimate creature! Behold! DDDD! Dimensional King Arc Crisis! Activate the effect. Chain block the effect. Big guy, big guy, big guy, big guy. DDD, big guy, pants okay. DDD, big guy, pants okay. Everything's negated. And then Machinex says hello. Now if they have fucking Mirror Force, I will be crushed. Destroyed. Destroyed. 3,000. They still live! I wonder what this back row is. It's gotta be something like a cross-out designator, right? I mean, yeah, we take that. There's no reason not to, yeah. Yeah. I guess we're gonna find out what it is now. It's Verdict of Anubis. Gotcha. The car outside, it hungers for blood. Its vengeance feeds me. Anubis, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Anubis, Bahama. Come on, man with the marker. Ah, I see. I mean, I don't want you to have that. I really need to get to my scales. I forgot. The Sky Crisis. There's no way I can summon it again. Ah, that's a pretty good top deck. Yeah, I think I do this. I might be a little impulsive. It's still a face-up continuous trap. Yeah, it still negates. Yeah, I can't use the effect of Machinex. I mean, the one good thing is Barone can't pop me. You could crash. Would you like to crash? 1,000. Do you want to negate it here so I don't take any? No? Ah, I see. Okay, so they use that here. Then we activate Griffin. Because they're under their own Typhon, they can't negate the Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh effect. We get the 9 scale and another Griffin. Pendulum Shokan. Let's get... fuck, what do we get? Defense Soldier. Yeah, so we can Ragnarok. Can't Kali Yuga because Typhon is on the field. I mean, it would still be bigger. Second Pendulum Summon. 2. Machinax. Boost. Actually, boost. No, we do have to boost this. Battle phase. 3,000 over the floor. Or 35. 300 over this. Main phase 2. Doondalo. Duodon Kewlingo. Activate the effect. Detach, destroy all spell traps. Effect? Why, yes. I'll add this back to my hand. Your move. And that's a quick effect that only needs me to detach one. So if they set a bunch of stuff, I can just destroy all of it. Unless they have like a second thing or something else, I think I may have this. Oh no. Am I gonna train? No. Crashing. Okay. The man!
I am a man!
This is... It's just a quick effect. So end phase. Activate Kewlingo again. Get rid of everything. Oh, come on! You couldn't take your medicine! You fought so hard! Ooh, boy! Talk about a barn burner! That was like every card in my extra deck! I'm not sure if we're going to get a more intense duel than that. Kudos to my opponent. They sticking with it, baby. Ooh, boy! Holy shit! That was a long one. Unfortunately, I don't think we can show that one because it was so fucking long. It took forever. You know what? We're not going to show that thing as it occurred, but I will go ahead and put the replay up here just so people can see what happened. Because this was like a 40-minute duel. And I forgot, even with all that, the only reason we even had a chance was because of the Fuelos. We both Fuelos, which is what you have to do in this. They're playing elemental heroes. They're ejecting their miracle. They're getting their favorite contact. They're doing the EN shuffle. And the first thing we draw off of that is Maxi. And I'm like, you know what? Might as well. Maybe they'll stop. If they stop, we might have a chance. But also, I think you gotta realize as a hero player that if you can make the full board and they can't stop you, it doesn't matter how many cards they draw, which is what I was sitting here thinking the entire time. Which is part of why it's not going to be in the actual video as it was played. Because I was just sitting there like, I can't make it out of this. If they're going to make all the floodgates in the world, well, they're going to do Garrus the Timeless. It's honestly, while it is good to draw, like this deck is all extenders. You want to draw as many extenders as possible. A lot of your extenders are also things that must be negated because they search, and if you draw everything you want to search, then you run into some troubles. So they end up going on to, they have all the alt arts, but this is Plasma, which negates everything on the field. They've got, it's a one-sided skill drain. Oh, and because we drew too many with Molt Charmy, a bunch of stuff goes back. Yeah, well, just to show what we've got here. Did I pause it? Yeah. We've got Plasma, which is a one-sided skill drain. They've got Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, which can non-targeting pop a card on the field. They've got Chaos, which is it's basically like Siegfried, except it can be used on monsters, so it can just negate any face-up card on the field. And we know they have Mask Change and Favored Contact set. Mask Change is going to make Dark Law, so the graveyard's turned off. I tried to Dominus Impulse, but they can just negate it with this. And then they immediately used Favored Contact, which might have honestly been the thing that doomed them. They made a second Chaos, another Contrast hero. So now they have another Omni Negate, but usually what you make with this is the thing that like blows up a card for every hero on the field. So they could either have a board wipe or a negate, and they went with the negate. And then honestly, I was just throwing shit at the wall. I was trying to figure some way out to make shit stick. They go with the DPE. I'm using this, everything's getting banished. I forgot I couldn't use effects. I get to Siegfried because that's an 8. We make Kewlingo, but it's negated. But I can at least run over that thing. I can make Machinax. Then I try to blow this up so it's in the extra deck because I forgot that Dark Law was here. But they thought it was more impactful because they decided to use the Contrast hero to negate it. And that's another thing. If they just let me destroy this and all this was banished, they'd keep everything on the field and I could do nothing. Then we're going to set those two. They use that. During the draw phase, I just immediately try to get that out. They try to negate it. I suck them up. Then Kewlingo blows everything else. It's not on the field, so it's not negated. DPE gone. Contrast hero gone. This gets me that back, so now I have another suck with Machinex, which was not... I get a lot of this, not what I intended. The whole time, I kept getting pleasantly surprised, and yeah, I couldn't let them get to that. So we steal... They have another mask change, but they get rid of it so they can polymerization. They send off everything to make Trinity. 5k can attack 3 times, but it can only attack monsters. So there goes Kewlingo, there goes Machinex, there's 2200. I'm stuck on Defense Soldier and a Fuelos. So use this, activate, he can summon from the Pendulum Zone. We finally get a Gilgamesh. We resolve it, we get the scales, we summon the one thing we had. The timer was running out, so I was just like, fuck, make Machinex. It can at least get over this. They've used almost everything. All they've got is Furnace and a Dream, and then they make Verte, and I almost shit myself, but they don't have anything. So with the timer at like 20 seconds, and nothing else there, and having banished... What was it? Banish 16 cards. I was never making the giant fusion guy at this point. I lost all my Griffins. I lost Orthos. I lost Siegfried. But we managed to get it by the skin of our teeth. Exciting times. At least afterwards. At the time, it was just butt clenching. Can't show that on YouTube. Alrighty, so despite me hoping that I would be able to come in today and easily make it into Master 5 and it would just be a matter of how far into Master we got, we are currently at the 7-hour mark and I am still hard stuck at Diamond 1. And, you know, I've made a couple misplays, but most of the duels, it's felt like there was nothing I could do to win. We just feel outclassed a lot of the time. It's really unfortunate. I still think this is the best version of the deck, or at least close to it. As much as I like the Swirl Slime, it hasn't been working out for us, so I decided to take that out while keeping all the other extenders, and we just put in 3 copies of Triple Tactics Talent. This is more of like a board breaker card. If we're going first and we get hand trapped, we can draw 2, and we have so many extenders that maybe we can push through. Alternatively, if we do end up going second, this will help us break boards because we can steal something that they have. At least that's the hope. Trying something else to see what sticks. This is version 2.5. Let's give it one more shot before the end of the night. Yep, and I think we're one more loss and we lose a rank. I don't want to lose a rank. We do that, we will be back to where we started at the beginning of this stream. 8 hours with no progress. And I've opened 0 hand traps or board breakers. It's really gonna depend on them not doing much, and I think that's a pretty big ask. I guess we'll see, though. I guess we'll see. Yep, so we went second. We didn't get any of the big hand traps. And our opponent has a pop, a put a monster in the back row, a negate, and a gate. All of these are unaffected by monster effects, a Book of Moon, and a quick synchro. There's nothing we can do. Pendulum scale. Pendulum scale. Are they out of time or something? Or are they just playing with their food? Yeah, I can't pendulum anything. But I could pendulum bat, and I already pendulum summoned. Yeah. Yep. I don't know, maybe someone in the comments can tell me, like, did I do something wrong there? Maybe. I don't know, was that even worth showing? Like, it was obvious I was gonna lose as soon as I started. You know, every once in a while I get a comment from someone who's like, you blame your losses on luck or like a bad matchup a lot, but maybe you're just not great at the game. And I'm open to that idea, you know, I'm not so confident as to think I play perfectly all the time. But I feel like I'm analyzing that pretty well, and I don't know where I went wrong. If I went wrong everywhere. Back down into Diamond 2 we go. And unfortunately, Legos, that's where I'm gonna have to call things for this episode. I continued dueling for another hour after that, but I never got close to ranking up into Diamond 1 again, much less making it into Master. Full Power Cool Tune alongside K9 Vanquish Soul are just simply too strong for me to beat consistently. Sadly, it feels like Konami upgraded DDD to the standard of one-card combos right as that standard got power crept by turn 0 plays. The deck has improved significantly since the last time I played it on this channel, but the meta has improved even more. Maybe I'd be able to make it into Master 1 if I spent another month or two really learning the deck and perfecting the combos, but it just wasn't happening this time. Still, despite that, I did enjoy playing DDD. Its combos are more fun than Speedroid or Man of the Mark, and the extender version in particular is far better at going second than most of the combo decks I've played. It's really just the meta that made this month frustrating. Regardless, now that it's both the end of the month and the end of the episode, let's take a moment to look back over our statistics for April 2026. I ended up playing 142 duels with DDD and made it from Platinum 5 to Diamond 2. We won 77 of those duels and lost 65, which gives this deck an overall win rate around 54%. I went through just 4 builds this month, but the extender version behind me was my favorite. It contains 12 common cards, 18 super rare cards, and 25 ultra rare cards. I only spent 2,000 gems on this month's deck, but keep in mind I played this once before, so I had several of the URs already. Still, if I had bought all the gems at the standard price, it would cost about $33. Finally, all of this would not have been possible without 465 awesome patrons who help support the channel. 24 of those patrons donated $25 or more this month, so I'd like to take a moment to thank them personally. Their names are Chris, Resident RDA Enjoyer, Mari Setagaya, Cat Monarch, Shadow 1317, Chris W, Gravy, Tealbeard, Dancing Joker, MBT Yugioh, Emperor Lelouch, Davon Crushin, Clockswork, JJ Squirtle, Sanguine Strawberry, Barbarians Are Us, Girgiano XG, Felgaming, Guy Nathaniel the Agron Overlord, Wildcard Jr., Patiu, Maximum C, It's Katsu, LK Sun, Wasted Brawler, and Ray D TCG. If you'd like to join them, there's a Patreon link down in the description. $2 gets you on my Discord, $25 gets your name in the credits like those lovely people, and for $10 you can get a special role that lets you vote on what deck I play next. Speaking of which, next time on Ladder Climb I'll be playing a deck that's either really bad or radically based, as we try on RB for ourselves. If you'd like to see me try this in real time, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/Hardleg Gaming, where I stream most of my duels. Otherwise, until next time, good luck and have fun.